I just tweeted it.
I love the tweeting.
Yo.
Yeah.
All right. Curious to see what happens. Everybody has Sirenscape open?
Yeah.
Yup.
All right.
I don't hear anything yet, though.
Yeah, not yet. Shout out to Sirenscape, Cyberfight Clothing, Lion Banner Games, Elderwood Academy, Level Up Dice, Frag Maps, all our great sponsors.
Cyberpunk Uncensored.
All right, we're live. Now people can see us.
Yay.
Hey.
For them.
How's everybody doing?
Doing pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic.
Hey, I see what's up. PWB already in chat. That's awesome. So people are already here for the live stream. That's good to hear. During the intro, I gave shout out to sponsors. I also want to give a special thanks to R.Talsorian Games for all the support and help. Other than that, let's get into what we're doing here. We have our basically our weekly ongoing. We do this every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard. What's up, Renegade? See you in chat. And yeah, we just kind of started season 3 last week. First, let me give a special shout out to all the supporters on the Patreon. Nino Gaming and Chris Anderson, Steve Barr of Sirenscape, Jason Weaver, Matt James, who's also GM Reservoir Panda, Samurai Matt, Corruption, Rothan, who's our Renegade right here, Simon Peter, Method, and Nick Mastro Filipino, or Filippo. Nick Mastro Filippo. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys really supporting and tuning into the live streams weekly. And I see you, liking and sharing the videos and stuff. I really appreciate that shit. So I just wanted to give a shout out. But yeah, this is, like I was saying, this is our weekly ongoing. We just started season 3. We kind of started it off trailing off, trying to see the wrap up on the last season, which was the whole Rockland fiasco and cargo stuff and Ziggurat source issue, and that's still kind of trailing out. I know we left off with Coupler being called by them, but there's also this other thing kind of going on that's been kind of happening towards the end of the last season, but that's Janice being missing. Kid called about it, and now you guys are looking. But anyways, that's kind of where we started off with season 3, and why don't we have Hollow do at least a little recap. Doesn't need to be super detailed, but we at least enjoy a good recap from the previous session, so you can get us to where we left off.
Okay. So, hi, everyone. So, a little less animated than last time.
Let's see how long that lasts.
You're going to get the giggles started. Anyway, so well, Coupler's in trouble, and he's waiting on to get chewed out, and so we're going hey, I can't really drive, but I'll totally take your car. Can I go see my girlfriend, because she ain't answering my calls. I'm a little worried she's ghosting me, but I'm more worried she's dead. So we go down to the apartment. It's obviously been ransacked. We find a little tweaker guy there, get some information from him. We leave. We go, oh shit, we shouldn't have left all of our shit there. Go back. The fucking guy's still there. Kick his ass. And then we go and bug some nomads, which were let's be on good behavior because we're in the middle of the camp and we could totally get our ass kicked. So we asked around, and eventually we came around to Slick, who seems to be a pretty good guy and seems to be our only lead. And the only hint that we have is some Russians, and we know that from some tweaker. So now that we have a location and we found some Russians, we're either are very good at sleuthing or are going to be horribly racist when we're wrong.
I don't think Russian is a race. Nationality, right?
Yeah.
Close enough.
We'll figure it out later. Semantics.
Yeah. That's funny. That's a great way to look at it, though. It's very true. You're following some leads. At least met some hookups, greased some
Yeah,
palms.
we didn't get to that part.
You greased some palms to get some info.
Yeah, so we're at the hotel. We've gotten the door open, we've thrown in a grenade, and now we're like a flash grenade, not a kill you grenade.
That's what I'm gonna call those when I start making them. The kill you grenade.
Kill you grenades.
I like that much better than frag.
Than frag grenade, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we wait. Now we're gonna continue darting on in there, and hopefully we're not wrong. Hey, we might find someone in a bathtub.
Maybe.
No, this time it's gonna be a shower. He's upgrading.
Okay. So I hope that was entertaining.
Hell yeah. All right, perfect. Yeah, let's get Sirenscape going. I love having that. Let me just kill some of the music on this sound set and let's stick with the nice city sounds. Put you guys back at Motel 66. And like Hollow just said, I guess it was Raven and Coupler are at the door of the unit where you saw the Russians going in. On Rio, Hollow are back near their unit, which is just a couple doors down, honestly, and you guys are just watching from just a slight distance. Plus, it looks like that guy who runs the front counter was out there smoking. I think his name was Blaze.
Yeah, he was smoking something bad.
Yeah, Blaze, and he was out there right as Raven got the guy to open the door, pretending like she needed to be there. He was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" Coupler tossed in the flash grenade. It went off. We did some rolls. Obviously, that guy was affected by. You heard him scream and kind of like that and stagger back a bit. As that guy, you saw the guy behind him who was talking to somebody in the back room kind of like jump into that room. And at that same time, Blaze kind of like yelled out like, "Holy shit, like what the fuck are you all doing?" Like kind of took him off guard. So he's like yelling in your direction. But that's where we left off. If everybody could get to the map here. Let me make sure no one's in initiative. Perfect. Yeah, and click on your token and then click initiative. So at least get this in order now that things are cooking.
That's weird. Why did it roll? Oh, I scrolled down. Never mind.
It seems to be going a little bit
You want me
slow.
to roll again?
No.
No.
But we'll have to roll off, or I'll probably give initiative to you.
We're just waiting on... oh, no, there's Raven. Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
we all rolled low.
Wow.
I can't believe everybody rolled low, and Raven even rolled the lowest. Usually Raven's killing it at initiative, solo style, you know?
Great, now I got my leg stuck in a door.
Yeah.
No, just the dress got stuck on the door jam. It's an old building.
You were putting your foot in the door because he was trying to close it, and Coupler was kind of pausing on chucking in the flash grenade. But if you remember, it went off, the guy kind of staggered back, so he's no longer pushing the door closed. He was definitely affected by the flash. All this shit caught him off guard. But that's where we left off. And let me just do a couple rolls real quick. Oh, okay. Yeah, what's up? I see everybody else in chat, Wookiee and Jedi. Thanks for joining us so early. I really appreciate that. And keep in mind, we check on chat regularly, so if you enjoy contributing ideas or just talking shit, feel free. All right, let me get back to roll 20 here. Okay, yeah, it looks like Coupler and Hollow. You two are at the top here. That just went off. Do either you want to...
Well, Rob, before that, remember, Raven has to do her combat sense. PW Bindi just mentioned it on the chat.
Yeah, you know what's funny is I did know that. I wasn't going to mention it. I was going to see if Raven was going to remember, but luckily for her, one of chat gave her the reminder, and one of her own teammates mentioned it because Raven even mentioned that earlier today.
I was waiting for my turn, but yeah, I do need to do that.
Yeah, that was funny because earlier she was like, "Oh, you know what I didn't do last session? I forgot to say my damn points. I'm going to do that today."
See? Teamwork.
Hell yeah.
Chat's trying to keep us alive.
Well, yeah.
So I had a question.
You can think about that right now while we go into it. But what was your question, Hala?
So I have a cyber eye on the right, micro optics. So would that be like a plus or negative or a neutral when it comes to running in there? Like
No, nothing. I think that's is that micro?
Micro, yeah.
Yeah, that's more like a microscope. So that'd be good for like examining small things, I believe. You know?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's basically 400 times magnification. So it'd be like
Yeah.
if you're trying to investigate stuff.
Yeah. I'm just wanting to make sure I'm not blind in that eye.
No, you're more than far enough away to be safe.
Yeah. Nobody else
Okay.
was affected by it. He tossed it into the room. Everybody's
Okay.
good. But yeah, but Coupler or Hollow, who wants to go? You guys tied. Do you want to do a 1d10 and see who goes first?
I'm good with that, unless you just want to give it to me.
No, I'll let Hollow go since she's further away from the combat.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, I guess I'm going to try and stealth in. I know I can't stealth the guy who's out there in the hall, but I can try and stealth in there and try and get us low and fast in there.
Yeah, you can. It's not that far away. You should be able to get up into there. So yeah, give me your stealth. Let me just see it. This guy is a pretty big. He's got the negative because of the flash effect. So let me just see here.
I don't think it'll matter.
Nope.
Okay.
Unless you really roll real bad.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, you come around.
Right.
Yeah, no. He definitely notices you. So you're not getting the jump on him, but you're up in there. You still get an action. You can attack him or do whatever you want. He's kind of like this. You come into the room, but he does see you. He's like, oh, what the fuck?
Jesus Christ. The only thing that comes to mind at me, pulling down, the fucking curtains when I come in. Just, so...
I'm here.
Unstealthy. Okay, well, this was not how I wanted it to go at all. Okay, I'm going to, well... I kind of want to do perception, see if he's armed immediately or anything. Can I see if he's armed?
Yeah, you can do that. Give me a perception roll. I'll tell you what you saw when you entered the room. Yeah, great. Yeah, when you enter, you can see that there's some clothes scattered around in a suitcase. There's also he has a very heavy pistol, I believe. Yeah, very heavy pistol in his hand. But it's at this time when you kind of came in the room, it was actually down, and he had his arm up. He's just kind of noticing you. That flash literally just went off. He just had a really good roll, even with that negative that he saw you enter the room. Contested, and you did so bad at that stealth. But he is fucked up. But he is holding a very heavy pistol.
Okay. Shit. Fuck.
We have exceeded PG-13 many times over now.
I know. I want to be peaceful, but my character doesn't want to be. Okay.
Just
Always
remember,
try to
we
grab
flashbanged him.
Okay, so I'm just going to be a crazy person. And I feel so weird about it. Okay, so I burst in, I'm going, where's the girl? I know you got her, she better be safe.
Yeah, he basically just says "fuck you" as he's trying to, like I said, regain his composure. But he does see you.
Okay, can I do a human perceptive to see if he's just telling me to fuck off because we flashbanged him, or telling me to fuck off because
Yeah,
he doesn't.
Yeah, you can give me a human perception roll. I'll give you that too. Yeah, you can tell that he seems very angry about the flashbang first and foremost. That seems to be the first thing on his mind when he's saying "fuck you." That being said, that's a lot of perception stuff. Coupler.
Yeah.
So you're watching this very tidy, very angry little woman just run into this room that just flashbang and start yelling at this guy.
Yeah.
Well, that changed plans.
There was no stealth anymore.
I don't know why you want the stealth in the first place, but that's a different story. So.
Well, I think the idea there was, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Hollow was trying to sneak in there, get the jump on him, and maybe grapple him up or attack him, or at least get the jump on him without him seeing that she was right there. Yeah, in chat.
It's more hoping that the other people would get shot instead of me, and I'd be behind the bullets instead of in front of the bullets.
That's fine. Yeah, and
you're very stealthy.
And yeah, chat, for a solo to set their rank points and their roll ability, it does take an action. They can change it whenever they want throughout combat, but it takes an action. That's why a solo should kind of delegate those points leading into combat. Then it doesn't take an action. She can just tell me where it goes and then go in. But if she wants to do it in combat or change it, yeah, it definitely takes an action. But yeah, coupler. You see Hollow, run in, yell at the guy and checking out what's going on, and the guy saying "fuck you." You see him holding that very heavy pistol. It's all happening very fast.
Yeah, after seeing Hollow do that, I'm just going to aim shotgun. Not the time for diplomacy. Take a shot with my shotgun and the AP rounds right into the guy in front of me because I'm not dealing with this.
Okay. And correct me if I'm wrong. The AP that you have, it's slug, right?
Yeah, they're slugs.
Okay, cool. Yeah, this is contested, but he's suffering from flash, so.
Oh, why are they always so fast? I'm gonna throw a luck in there. So that hopefully that +1 helps.
Your +1 is -2 should help.
Yeah.
I think he gets a -2.
Yeah.
No, I think he only gets -2 against
that's to
his ranged attacks.
Ranged and yeah.
Well, isn't this a range? Or it's his range?
His range is for him to
Oh,
see.
okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna throw 2 negative.
But go for it.
2 luck. 15.
Nice. Yeah, it's a hit.
Oh, thank gosh.
Yeah, he's not able to dodge that. So yeah, give me the damage.
Oh, this guy's day is gonna be bad.
Damn.
Nice.
Very bad.
What was it?
19 damage.
Nice.
And it blades what? 2 armor?
Yeah, 2. It's AP, right?
I'm really hoping we're not just murdering tourists.
Yeah,
You're a medic. You can always heal him.
he screams
Oh,
out.
not if you shoot him in the head.
I don't shoot for the head. That requires aiming. That's a Raven thing.
Yeah, he screams out as that blow lands directly into his chest and actually knocks him back almost a whole foot. Does a serious amount of damage. You can see some blood spray from that one. Now you also have a movement. Anything else you want to do?
I'm gonna move further into the room, just closing that gap, and also try to train on that other door where the other guy ducked into.
Yeah, you enter the room. You're now kind of right next to Hollow. If you look at it this way, when you enter the room, there's these 2 beds on one side, kind of a desk dresser thing with some type of TV and other, stuff, electronics and things, probably some type of data term plug-in and things. So you can pretty much only go straight down alongside the beds to get back to that other door where the guy jumped in. And that guy's kind of blocking that. He stepped back a bit, but you're right in the doorway next to Hollow. Raven's in the doorway. But yeah, you do all that. He takes that hit. You step in. On Rio, you see all this shit go down. It's your turn.
So, I guess I will pull out, I have my pistol. I'm just going to, since we're all just running in, I guess I'll get, within range. I don't necessarily need to walk, because he's kind of by the door, isn't he? Like this dude that's been blinded, or is he?
No, I mean he
actually,
stepped back.
really
He's in the
He
room.
stepped back.
Everybody.
Yeah, he's wounded in the room now.
Yeah, everybody stepped in.
I'm not stepped
Basically,
in.
I'm
I
gonna
still
get to
have
where I
nothing.
can shoot him. So
Yeah, you can go over there. You can go stand right next to Raven in the doorway and see the guy.
yeah, basically I'll just shoot around her and into him with my heavy pistol.
All right, yeah, give me those 2.
Raven just kind of moves
So it'll be a
again.
20 on the first one.
Uh-huh. Yep, that's a hit. What's the next one?
I'll roll them both, I guess. Then 15 on the second one.
Yep, that's a hit too. So I'll go. We'll let the those
So
2
8
shots
and
go
7.
off.
Oh.
Nice.
Not great rolls, but
I like the gunshots. It's funny.
Remember, it's quantity, not quality for these shots.
I may not even get through his armor.
7. Oh, it did.
He was already hurt though.
Okay.
It did.
Yeah, he was damaged in the chest.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah, and just Hollow with those perceptions. I'll say aside from holding that very heavy pistol, you can tell that he's not wearing the thickest of armor, jack or whatever. It looks like he's wearing that typical flak stuff. So at most he probably has like a 7 SP. He's got like a suit on over that, a little bit bulky, but not full on.
Well, then he's got he's taking quite a bit then, because
Oh yeah,
between him and my
you
2 shots.
exactly. Yeah, and it's a blading. But yeah, he kind of grunts out a couple more shots to the chest. He even coughs up a little bit of blood with that one. And we're still over to Raven. Let me check. Yeah, your initiative is still above Raven.
I just have a move because my action is I'm just gonna do my points all on
Well, you don't have to use an action to do your points. I know that we were doing this prior. I just, while you were deciding what you were going to do, I did everyone else's. So you can tell me where you want to put the points, and then you still get an action and a move. That's fine.
I was just gonna put it in a. Oh crap! I wrote it down and then I just started talking, and now I'm just like, wait, what was it again? Oh, precision attacks. I'm gonna put all my points on there. Yeah, I'll just put all points there.
All right, what does that bring you to?
6 points.
What does that
it's
do?
6 points, and it's add +2 to any attacks made.
So it's
okay,
basically
nice.
+2 to just all attack rolls.
Yeah, nice. Okay,
Yeah.
well, just remember that every time that you do an attack, you let me know what that, just you get that +2. But all right, yeah, what do you want to do? You're in the doorway. Everyone's taking shots at this guy. Hollow's running in and yelling at him. It's your turn.
I'm gonna let them handle this because this is their business. I'm gonna step away from the door just in case he shoots. I don't want to be the one who gets fucking hit. So I'm just like standing there like an asshole because I already opened the door. So I'm gonna step away from the door and put my back against the door and just kind of let him in and let those 2 wackadoodles handle it for a change.
Solo ever.
Fuck man, I'm always handling your shit. This is
literally what we
her
pay you for.
girlfriend. She's got anger right now. She can handle this. She's doing very good. I'll be at the door until that other guy shoots. I am tired of getting hit. Raven out. Next.
That's
I'll remember that next time she has to work on you.
I like Blaze's Motel 66 is going to get a horrible rating on Yelp. Eric said, Gonzo, our own coupler.
1 star, I was murdered.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Gray's lovely lady says 1 star, I was murdered. I love it. Yeah,
trying to get that guy to talk. I'm gonna step back. Yeah.
Yeah, you run in. You step back. You kind of let the rest of the team run in and deal with that guy. And when you step back, yeah, the other thing that you hear that guy Blaze saying, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" And he kind of like, you see him run into the back into his office. He throws down his spliff and runs into the office. At that same time, a couple doors down, you see a door open. And an older lady and like a kid kind of like lean out and are like looking down the hallway like with wide eyes like holy shit. But that's about all going on out in the parking lot area there. And that guy, hold on 1 second. Yeah, the guy that you guys shot raises up his very heavy pistol and takes a round off at Hollow. Hollow,
you shot him.
Damn. Shoot him.
You have a reflex of 8 or higher. You can dodge that.
Okay, what's my reflex?
I
think my reflex is 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's whatever the range is.
Yeah, he hits you. He takes a shot off and it hits you.
Okay, and okay. Oh, I'm trying to remember how to dodge again.
You
well,
you
can't. You don't get to. Your reflex isn't high enough. And you only take it's 12 damage total. So I don't know what your SP is. 11.
Was at 11.
Yeah.
My SP is at 33.
No, your
that's
SP,
HP.
not your HP.
It should be on
SP.
the part where it says armor, body.
Yeah. Anyways, you took.
You got the complete.
Yeah, you took 12.
Yeah,
damage.
I have like 11.
Yeah.
So really, you only take 1 HP, and then your SP now goes to 10.
Yeah. So
And
change
that.
change that 11 to 10, and then taking make sure you take that 1 point of damage off your HP.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically his thing. He just basically takes that shot and staggers back. You can tell he's kind of fucked up, but just staggers back, a couple meters. He's definitely not moving beyond that 4-meter thing. That whole flash thing fucked him up. Other than that, you can hear some yelling in Russian coming from that back room where that guy kind of jumped in, and you hear a window break. Hollow, back over. I think it's back over to you.
Like I was gonna try and like talk to him and everything, you know, get some information. Now he's
talk
just,
with flashbangs. You should have talked about this before we threw a grenade into the room.
yeah, I've not been really thinking these plans through. Okay, we should really go to the bathroom or whatever, the glass breaking. So I got a movement 7, so I think I have more than enough room to like get in there, don't I?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, definitely. If you have movement 7, yeah, you can definitely get back there. It's just a small motel room.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go back there, but I'm gonna like put the door open, but you know, not be in the way. So maybe they'll get shot, but not me on this one.
All right. Yeah, that guy takes a shot at you, kind of like scoot right by him as you take that shot to your chest when he when he hit you. You make it back there to the door. The door is closed. What do you want to do? You want to open it, but from the side? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like to get like some protection from the wall.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, you use your action to open the door. It's actually not even locked. It was just slammed shut, but you get it open, and you can see that the first thing that you see. I mean, this is the end of your action because it takes you that to open. But you can see because it's a small room. It's a bathroom, and you basically can see another guy wearing a suit, and it looks like he's climbing out the window, and he's dragging what looks like is Janice's body. Along for the ride. But Coupler, over to you. You can say something if you want. You just don't have any more actions.
Oh, I'm gonna tell him to drop it, or I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah, he's still proceeding with his actions. Coupler, back over to you.
Right.
You hear all this going on and him yelling.
Alright, I'm just going to pump another round to the guy on the ground to sort of stop dealing with him.
Okay.
Finish him off.
Pretty much.
If you hit, it probably will.
Yeah, it should be really
You probably
easy.
could have kicked him. You didn't have to make all that firepower
That'd be
noise.
the 12. Yeah, it's a hit. Give me the damage.
And before he rolls all 6s.
No, just 17.
Those are AP, right?
Yeah, they're AP, so that armor just got knocked down 2 more.
Yeah, that armor just completely got shredded by that blow, and you can describe how you ended this guy because that's a brutal amount of damage. I'll just tell you that much.
For this one, the AP round actually sort of catches the armor, so it sort of just pulls most of the shirt into his torso,
Nice.
and you just sort of see him go limp.
Nice. No, I love that. Yeah, he almost implodes with that. It completely
A little bit.
concaves the armor into his body. No, it was a lot of huge blow past what he had left for SP, so I could see that totally happening. He just collapses, doesn't even have time to fucking scream. Blood just instantly starts spreading into the shitty ass old carpeting, flooring.
No one's gonna notice.
You still have a movement.
I'm gonna. After hearing the window break, I'm gonna start running outside to go around, see if I can catch him. So I'm gonna use the rest of my movement for that.
Yeah,
Try to get on the backside.
Yeah, you can easily get out the room, and you still have a little bit of movement. Which way are you going to try to go around the building? Around the front or around the back?
Around the back, I want to say.
Okay. Yeah, you start heading around towards the back to make your way around. On Rio?
I mean, if I have enough room, like, what I would want to do is, like, run in there and try to grab him just to prevent him from going anywhere, but...
Yeah,
you
try
could,
to secure him to the wall.
yeah, you could run. You have enough, your movement. What's your movement?
It's only 5.
Oh, okay.
I don't have a lot of movement. Actually, you know what I could do? Let's do this. Rather than me going all the way into the bathroom, because the door is open, can I get to the door and then try to aim shot his leg?
Yeah, you could do that, definitely. I mean, because you getting right up to him and grappling him to hold him, that'd be pressing it with that move.
Yeah.
But you can totally run up there and do an aimed shot. Give me that.
I'm going to try.
It's
so
not,
I'm going to do
it's not contested.
2 luck. I'm going to do 2 luck.
Okay. And this is your pistol, so it's looking like
Just
a
my
13 plus the 8, which is 21.
I mean-
but then you got the 2 luck.
Yeah, so it'd be 21
Right.
would be the total.
Oh, okay. So that hits, I believe, right where it needs to be, right?
That would be exactly enough. That would, or that'd be exactly the same.
Yeah. Typically,
So
it would go to the defender. In this case, it's not contested, but he is preoccupied with dragging this. So I'm going to give him that little negative, even though it's a DV, and allow it on this time, because it was a great move. It was a great move and a great idea. So you totally shatter his leg. And through that process, he actually lets go of Janice's body as he kind of goes limp and crumbles and actually falls out of the window that he was already half out of.
He falls outside, or
yeah,
inside?
he was already climbing out. Yeah, he fell out. But
Okay.
Janice's
on his way over there.
body crumbled back into the
Now
bathroom.
you say body, is she like dead, or she's just not
Well,
moving?
yeah, not moving, could be dead.
Okay.
She definitely
We don't know
is
yet.
limp.
Okay.
Yeah, her body just
So I
crumbled
guess this
out.
would be the damage.
Yeah, give me the damage too.
So it'd be 9 damage, and
Plus
then
that 5.
technically plus the
5
extra
for the critical
5.
injury.
Okay, cool. Yep. Yeah, you hear him scream out as he falls down to the ground. Raven, all this shit is going down. You're just kind of standing out there watching it. What's up?
Not finally not getting my hands wet.
Maybe.
I'm gonna hold my action and then let Hollow go check on the body
On Janice?
Okay.
on Janice. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna be on the lookout because now I know there's something's going on. So I'm gonna play lookout because I know the cops are gonna be coming soon. Because if that little guy ran in there, he's not gonna listen. So I'm just gonna hold my action and let her run in.
Okay, so when are you going to hold your action to? What are you holding it for, like, till? Anytime you hold an action, typically you just got to tell me, I'm holding it until...
After Hollow runs in there to go check on
Okay,
Janice.
I'll come back to you then. Yeah, let's see
Yeah.
what's up. So, Hollow, yeah, you see all that go down. Janice is crumbling in front of you. It's your turn.
Okay, so I catch her. I think paramedic would probably be the best bet.
Yeah, you can... you can give me a general perception first, just because, and I'll give you a good bonus here. You're a med tech, but just give me that. Even with a bonus, yeah, it's hard to tell. You're not getting much. Your adrenaline's going crazy. You can't believe you're seeing Janice, but you can tell she's really fucked up. There's a lot of bleeding. She's definitely barely breathing. And as you catch her and kind of try to set her up or gently get her down even, you can even hear some grinding of the ribs, like it's possible her ribs are broken. But yeah, she's extremely...
You have one of those air hypos still.
I have one of those air hypos. I was just looking at those. Like, I have
You should have a couple more.
I have a speed heal,
Yeah,
and
that's
I
what I meant.
have a cryo pump. So I think I'm going to like
this
put
is
a.
she's knocking on death's door. You can at least tell that, completely unconscious and looks beat up to the point that she's probably doing death saves every round.
I mean, the speed heal would be the easiest thing.
I think I'm going to use a speed heal on her.
That would be
What do you want me to
instant.
roll for that?
I don't think you need to roll at all, do you?
Not unless it's contested like in the middle of a grapple, because it's a melee attack, I think. It's considered a melee attack, yeah.
Yeah, but she's not moving.
Yeah, but she's unconscious. She's just laying
Yeah.
there. So I'm not going to
Yeah.
make it difficult. You can put it right up against her and inject it. So if you just want to give me the healing roll, I think whatever it is, it's 1d6 plus or body plus 2 or 3 or what is the speed heal?
I think it's just body.
Body-
I thought.
No, but
Body and will.
body and will.
It's body and will, yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever her body and will is.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, you
I
know
have
what?
no
Just
idea how
in
to
the
roll that.
interest of fair play, that doesn't work if they're mortally wounded.
Okay, so you still have to stabilize. So yeah, you still have to do a
Yeah.
beat a DV15. And thanks for double checking that. But we'll still hold on to that successful inject. You can do that to try to at least get her some HP back. But she's gonna have to either go in your cryo pump, or you're gonna have to beat a DV15. To stabilize her.
Okay.
That's your paramedic.
Yeah. Okay. Guess I'm gonna do paramedic with 3 luck.
Okay.
You still have a +2 from your hand thing. We did get you that upgrade too.
Okay. Paramedic +3 +2.
That'd be 22.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. You definitely. You get her stabilized. At least back to life. She's like breathing very shallowly. She's still unconscious. But you did that successful inject 2 of the speed heal and got her back enough HP that she's back. But for the sake of coming back from that mortally wounded state, she's still going to be unconscious for at least the next minute. And you can still tell she's suffering from some other shit, one of which is the crunching rib bones. So she probably got broken ribs, but that's its own DV. I think it's surgery 13 or paramedic 15. But you can cross that bridge when we get there. But at least she's back. You gave her a bunch of HP back. She had that speed heal. She's just unconscious right now. But Raven, you see Hollow run in and handle all that shit. You're back out there. That lady, that kid, they're still kind of like looking down. Another door opens up closer to the office, and it looks like it's some guy in a suit, another exec-looking type, and he's kind of like leaning out. He looks, and then he closes the door back in his room. Blaze still never came out of the office, but all that shit's going down. You held your move. It's back to you, Raven.
I'm gonna chime in. Can we move her? Get her in the van. Let's go. I do not want to be arrested. There's too many onlookers. Let's move it. I can run in. Let's grab her. Let's go. Let's not even bullshit around. Coupler, where are you?
You don't want to even deal with the other guy?
Which
He's
other
just
one?
crippled.
The one who got out
She's
the window?
crippled on the floor. The one out the window. A couple ran around the building. Aren't you like already over there somewhere?
I'm going to deal with them once I get to them. Unless you want to bring his corpse back and interrogate. I don't know what you want to do with him.
Well, I would at least start moving Janice towards the van, or get you to move the van over.
Van
closer.
shuffle.
Yeah, we're gonna have there's already too many onlookers, and I don't want to have to shoot any more people or use weapons. But is there one guy already on the floor? We're intimidating. Just let him.
He's dead, ain't he?
Yeah,
the
there's already
one
a dead guy.
outside is the only one alive. The one on the floor is like dead.
Yeah, you can even stop what you're doing and go get the van and come back, and he'd still be on the floor if he's not going anywhere. How bad injured is he?
I don't. Depending on what his move is, his move would be 1.
Yeah, I'm voting on let's get the fuck out of Dodge. So I'm asking Hollow if you want to start moving Janice. She's need me to grab her.
Yeah, like help me carry her out.
Yeah, give me a perception roll, Raven.
Hold on, I gotta open up my thing.
Yeah, you can hear those sirens in the distance.
Yeah.
PD coming all the way out here for this.
Well, it doesn't sound like that. It sounds like it could be something else, like county mounties or something along that line.
Either way, let's go. Raven's like,
different
what the
type
fuck
of
out of
siren.
Dodge.
And Raven can definitely tell that with that perception,
Yeah, as I'm looking through the room, is there anything worth grabbing that we can use later? As we can grab stuff, put in pockets, and look at later.
AKA Cell.
I mean,
Find out who these guys are, because I really don't want to sit and interrogate somebody. We just need to get her out of here and just go.
Yeah, you hear the sirens, and Raven, just to answer your question, that perception, we'll say part of that goes to hearing the sirens. The other part, since that's such a good roll, you're able to kind of glance into the room. You can see basically just like a briefcase with some paperwork along with the suitcase of clothing and stuff. You can also see the dead body with the very heavy pistol. Those are the face value things that you can see just in plain sight without spending a lot of time.
Yeah. Just grab the briefcase, throw it out on Reno. Maybe there's something fun in here. That's why we're walking out the door.
Yeah, I mean, I can grab the suitcase or whatever on the way out.
Yeah, let's grab her.
Because I'm by the bathroom, so I got to get out first.
Yeah.
I'll just grab it on the way out.
All right. We're telling Coupler the plan because he's somewhere on one side of the building. Tossing her over. Do I need to do it? Check to toss that poor girl.
Don't toss the corpse.
Yeah, it's
No,
back,
saying-
I mean, it's back over to Hollow and Coupler. And honestly, this initiative, there's not immediate threat. There's the Russian guy with the broken leg that's fucked up outside of the back window. But for the most
Yeah.
part, Coupler's making his way back around there. It's still going to be another turn, Coupler, before you make your way all the way back around there. But you're getting down towards the end of the building. Other than that, it's over. No major initiative here. But Hollow, it's your turn. But feel free, anybody, to chime in, just like Raven was saying. Let's go. She grabbed the suitcase and stuff. What are you guys doing?
I'm heading to the van. Like,
Yeah, we're grabbing.
I'm. Do we want to grab the blanket real quick for her, or
Yeah, we'll grab whatever
like,
we need to
if
grab
she
the
naked-
wrapper.
You have a cryo bag. Well, you can always put it on the cryo bag. That's probably
Yeah, you put it in that
Yeah, I
bag.
can always put her in the cry. Do you?
Cryo pump, yeah.
Yeah, you have a
Yeah.
cryo pump that basically instantly stabilizes someone, protects them with I think it has 15 HP.
30 HP.
She would just be. You sure? I think it's 15. Cryo pump.
The 2.4 one has 30 listed for the cryo tanks. Oh, and a cryo pump, yeah.
Pump. She has the briefcase
15
size. Yeah, 15.
Yeah,
So,
we were in there and all that.
but yeah,
Yeah, I should just use that like a smart person would.
yeah, you can do that. That at least protects her, keeps her unconscious until you take her out of it. But you already know you gave her the speed hail, so whenever you're ready, you can open it up. She'll be back conscious as long as it's been more than a minute, and she's already got a good 10 HP healed back or whatever. So that's pretty decent too, at least.
Okay.
But you will have to deal with the critical injury and stuff that you noticed earlier. But yeah, you can do that. You put her in the pump and start dragging her out to the van. Coupler, what are you doing while Raven said let's just go? Hollow's dragging out the body. Unrio's grabbing the suitcase. Raven grabbed the briefcase. What are you doing?
We got Janice, so no need for me to run all the way around and waste another bullet on one of these guys. So I'll let him hobble his way away and run back to the van.
Okay.
Because I'm the only one who can drive it still.
Yeah, you can do that. You run back to the van, and as you're getting in, starting it up, and backing out or getting ready to pull out or whatever, on Rio, you were grabbing the suitcase and running out to the van. Is that the idea?
Yeah, just grabbing the suitcase as I run out to the van. That's basically all I'm doing.
Yeah, as you're doing
Okay,
that, and Raven, what are you doing? What was that?
I was gonna peek my head in just before Unreal leaves to do another object and reveal, just to see if there's anything else, anything on top of that we missed, just in case we could do a little sweep before we go out.
Yeah, nothing that you're seeing at face value other than that very heavy pistol. There's really nothing else to grab unless you spend some time, digging around and really looking.
No, I don't want to leave any more fingerprints.
Yeah, then the only other thing to
I
grab
didn't even
is
step in the room.
the very heavy pistol. She stepped into the room because she went in to grab that briefcase too.
Yeah, because I was gonna toss it to Unreal. All right, yeah. I was gonna do an object and reveal, but I don't want to toss any more stuff up.
Well, it would just take a little bit of time. You can do it at least for the worth a quick one. Give me the roll. We'll say that you're not spending a shitload of time, but yeah, it's just aside from that very heavy pistol, you did see underneath one of the drawers in the case there was some extra ammo. There was we'll say 4 packs of ammo, 2 of which are AP.
Nice. I grabbed those. I leave the heavy pistol there.
Okay.
So wait, what? It's 2 packs of what now?
Ammo, 4. 2 regular, 2 armor piercing.
Actually, I could just grab it and sell it.
Knew it.
Might as well grab it for Hollow's sake. She got hit with it. She may want to sell it.
All right. Yeah, you grab it. Coupler pulls out. As you grab,
that's AP ammo.
yeah, you grab all the ammo. Yeah, two of those packs are AP. 2 are regular, 2 are AP, and you grab the very heavy. But on your way out, and as everyone's getting to the van, you do notice Blaze kind of leaning out the main office window, looking at y'all get in. As he reaches down, picks back up his spliff, and relights it, and he's watching and looking out watching you guys pull out.
Just
Like,
bum
okay.
kisses. Bye. Bye, Blaze.
Hopefully we paid with cash instead of a card.
I don't
Yeah,
have cards.
It's already
Everything's cash.
or Eddie. Sorry.
Yeah, Eddie. It's always Eddie.
Credits.
Yeah.
Back in Star Wars land. Wrong currency.
Yeah, and as you're pulling out, you can see him kind of looking as you pull out, and he creeps out the office and starts like making his way down to the room where all the action happened. Looks like he's going to check it out. But where are you guys headed? You guys are pulling out.
Drive around to the
I
back.
say
and
get
just
the
see
hell
what
out
other
of
guy-
here. Yeah.
See what the other guy's doing.
Did you
Run
say
him over.
drive where the other guy is? I don't know. If we
Yeah,
get
run him
that.
over as we go.
No, I have to clean the van. You want to clean the van?
I'll clean the van.
I'd say just leave him at this point.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
not
just
drive
get
around
out
the
of
boat.
here.
Let's just drive.
All right, fine.
And go back to his people and tell him he done goofed.
Yeah,
Yeah, if
fuck
they're
that.
Russians, they'll probably kill him anyways.
That's true.
I don't know. How does that work with your company? Do you get to fail jobs?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, no, I have to finish.
Exactly.
Or I'm not, yeah, so.
Yeah, that's
I say
more
we just
reason
head
to
the
kill
hell out of here.
him because I don't want someone on crutches trying to kill me.
Funny.
Are we voting on, are we running him over or finding out who he works for? We don't have time for this. We need to get the
No,
hell out
I'm
of
not.
here.
Oh no, I'm driving away. I'm not gonna go run him over or attempt to run him over.
Hollow and I are having a discussion on our own over here. Damn it. Fine, coupler.
Hey,
Get
you're
out
the one
of
who, I could have got shot him. You're the one who said drive away.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, I
as,
didn't have to use any of my bullets.
as you're
I
driving
we're
away,
just arguing in the van.
yeah, and as you're driving away, coupler, you can see in the rear view, basically high performance ground car come tearing down the highway in the opposite direction. Definite county Mountie was heading in, which are the ones that kind of patrol the highways and outskirts of the city. So obviously Blaze or
Cal
someone
State
called
Troopers.
something in, yeah, kind of state.
So
trooper.
drive like you belong there, but get out of here. Don't drive like an asshole.
Do you want to take the wheel? You can take the wheel.
I'm ducking. Just laying down. Nobody sees me.
What's up,
Our van
honor
doesn't have
amongst
windows.
thieves?
Hey, for once I don't have blood on me, so I'm I'm just chilling.
So yeah, where are you going? You guys got Janice in this cryo pump. Everyone's in the van. You got out of there as the county
Well,
Mounties
I mean, Hollow,
were
like,
pulling in.
do you want to go back to our place, or you want to get her to an actual hospital or wherever med center?
I get her to an actual hospital, like because her like ribs are like grinding around, and I'm too upset to even think of a metaphor.
Yeah,
Hey,
for her.
please do surgery on her.
Yeah, for her.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm gonna do that in an empty, like, fucking, like,
Warehouse with a dog.
yeah, with, like, fucking Grizzle, like, drooling on my thing. I'm just like, hey, can I have that liver? I don't think you're using it.
No, but you
gotta
do
feed
have
yourself, too.
you know, just so you know, like in the warehouse, you do have a section you can set up, like you normally would work as a med tech. You know, you have your tools and first aid and surgery tools and such, and things you need to do shit like that. If you do have surgery skill, if you put into that, then it would just be a DV13 for her ribs, or 13. Yeah, 13 for her
Okay.
ribs, and then if you don't have that, then it'd be paramedic 15. Otherwise, you're going to a hospital. I believe it's going to be like 1,000 eddies. And obviously, yeah, you need to fill out a little bit of paperwork, you know. So it's up to you what you want to do. But I just wanted to clarify that because I don't want you to feel like you can never be a med tech at your own warehouse. You totally can work out of there.
Yeah,
as
you have
if
that
it's your-
corner little room.
Exactly, and how you want to set it
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
If you
yeah.
want it clean and sterile, you can set up plastic. You know, make it your own, but never feel like you can't be a med tech anywhere you want to be. You have those skills, you can use them.
I
You
would vote you trying first before you go and telling people your business while this bitch is all beat up.
Yeah, because our options are we can take her to Old Japantown. They got a medical crisis building there, or you can work if you feel comfortable. You can work out in our place if you're in the right mindset. It's really up to you. She's your girl.
Yeah. They have, like, rules about working on, like, people. But
You're a black market doctor. I don't think rules went out the window a long time ago with the Hippocratic Oath.
Yeah, it did.
I said there was rules, not necessarily that I was going to follow them. I'm just worried about my roles.
You got luck. Luck will be on your side, right?
Well, the other thing too is, if you ever fail rolls like that, it's not like it causes additional damage. It just means you weren't able to fix her, but you already hit her with the speed heal. You just got to fix the critical injury there. If it doesn't work, then by all means,
And you can't go to the emergency.
then you got to go take her to a hospital or whatever. But, you can at least try. It's up to you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
I
we
thought
can
the
run into your old
system was a
Yakuza
little
buddies
bit
at
harsher than it
Japantown.
was.
What was that?
What?
Oh, we can go run
just
into our
thought
old
the
Yakuza buddies. Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Go.
No, I'd rather try and heal her than the Yakuza.
Also, Haywood is a lot closer than old Japantown.
So we're going home.
Yeah, let's go home.
All right.
Oh,
Go
this is
along.
on
Go
fire.
go the quick way, but zigzagging there so nobody follows you to our new place.
Yeah, you guys are back at the warehouse. You guys hanging out. We'll put you back.
I'm gonna check out the suitcase, see if there's any useful info in there.
I'll go join you to see if there's a tracker on there. Too many trackers nowadays.
Yeah,
Like, people don't trust people anymore. I wonder why.
It's weird. Yeah, give me a couple perception rolls. And while you guys are checking out the suitcase, what's Raven doing?
I'm gonna take Grizzle out and we're gonna go walk the
My
perimeter.
perceptions are always bad.
What
I got
was
a
that?
little
I didn't
better.
hear that.
I'm gonna take Grizzle out and we're gonna walk the perimeter to see if anybody followed us or anybody's weird.
Okay,
walking
cool.
around.
Yeah, you give me a perception roll too. And Hollow, I take it you're tending to Janice. Gonna try to fix that
Yeah,
broken
I'm
rib
gonna-
situation. Yeah, if you have surgery, you just got to beat a DV13. If you don't, it's paramedic DV15 to beat.
I have surgery.
Okay.
I'm gonna put 3 luck on it,
Oh yeah.
and
Nice.
oh,
Damn. More than
I
double.
healed the shit out of her. Damn.
You healed her so good. You healed other people that are injured down the street. It's weird. I don't know how that happens, but it did. That was incredible.
She was very motivated to do that.
Very
surgery.
motivated. Very motivated.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, you got
a
it.
little bit of little bit of white
Mr.
mage
Dom's
showing.
across the street is feeling better now. You just have like a little bit of a cold.
Yeah. No, but you totally bandage her up. You find exactly where the fractures and breaks are, get everything placed back perfectly. Everything's aligned right. She's wrapped up, strapped up. She's actually coming back conscious when you take her out of the cryo pump due to the healing that you gave her from the speed heal, plus all that time in the cryo pump, and then taking care of her crit injury there. So she is coming to, and as she sees your eyes get really big, she's like, oh my God, Hollow? She's like in shock. But back over to Onryo and Coupler, you two, you basically go through that suitcase. There's a suitcase and Raven had that briefcase as well, right?
Yeah. So whatever you
Yeah,
said,
where-
we grab.
Well, is it the same thing?
No, there's a suitcase of clothing that was open with a bunch of clothing, and then there was like a
Oh,
briefcase
okay.
with some paperwork that was kind of with it.
Oh, okay.
We'll say it's all together. You can grab all that.
yeah,
That's fine.
well, we're just all looking through to see if
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
anything
You go through it.
useful or-
Yeah, bunch of clothing that's a couple sizes too big, including some cheap suits and some expensive suits as well. And then you notice in there in the briefcase.
All the expensive suit.
Yeah, and then there's in the briefcase you can see some paperwork, and it looks like some itinerary with the Nomad camp with the Aldecaldos. Looks like some convoy back to New York. But then you also see some chip, like a data chip that you can check out. You'd have to put it in your system or check it out in your agent. There's also a laptop in the office that you guys can use when you took. But there's a chip
I mean, I
there.
have my handheld agent still that I got originally.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah,
we'll
you can do that.
just check it out in that.
Yeah, when you check that out, it looks like there's a bunch of pictures of Janice, like around her apartment building, and then like in the street and like getting into a cab. Looks like some surveillance pics and stuff, basically just of Janice. And then there's like some other file there that it looks like it has like some notes with her address. It also says travel plans, and you see that it has that same place up north and that same place in Florida, both of which you know that were registered with the Aldecaldo camp. Caldo. And they weren't confirmed or whatever. You remember that in the registry, but they have all that info. It seems like it's all right here.
So seemingly she wasn't going. They were taking her, I guess. Although, damn, they like beat the shit out of her. So
no, it looked like they had itinerary to go to New York.
Take her to New York. Take her to New York.
But on this chip, it looked like they had, been monitoring her monitoring shit she's doing. It's all kinds of info on her home address, her travel plans, pictures of her around her apartment building, and shit like that.
We'll have to ask her why was she targeted.
But other than that, nothing. You're not finding anything else of importance in this. There's like a pen.
Yeah.
There's a pen. There's a digital hollow calculator and random briefcase stuff. Random clothing stuff. And Raven, did you give me your perception? Sorry, I didn't check. Yeah, 22.
Yeah, it was 22.
Yeah, going around the building with Gristle. First off, he stops and does his business. He's excited. He pulls you and tries to make his way to jump into the water. He definitely seems like he loves water. But making your way around the building, one thing you do notice is over by the office window where, if you remember when you originally came to this place, Coupler and you were thinking about breaking in over by that window and we're kind of like listening. You can see some of the paneling there. Looks like it was pried up. It wasn't all the way broken, but it looks like a couple of the panelings were pried up, like maybe someone was attempting to break in.
Recently?
Yeah, it definitely wasn't like that last time you guys were out there.
All right, I'm going to delay the message over to Coupler, let him know that we need to start doing some reinforcements on these windows.
Yeah, well, this was a drug den, so I'm not surprised old clients aren't probably trying to get in. Speaking of,
We're always looking to see if we can get drones that'll like protect this place.
Yeah, and it's right then also that both on Rio and Coupler's agents go off with messages. On Rio, you're getting a message from Kid, and it just says, "Hey, any update with Janice? Also, don't forget, I got a lead on that Inquisitor info. Hit me back when you can." And then Coupler, your message is coming from Lacey, and it just says, "Where the fuck are you?"
Back in,
That's right.
yeah, I still gotta go deal with Lacey. Might or may not get fired.
Hold on a sec. I'll be right back. You guys don't need to stop.
No problem, man.
All right, so I'm gonna take this, send a message back. Just got into town, heading to the office. Just a contractor, goddammit.
Yeah, you do that, and you get a message back, you get a message back just saying, "We're not going to be here much longer. Get in here immediately, please."
All right, so I'm gonna let everyone know I'm taking the van. I gotta go to the office, find out what you guys can from Janice, but I'll be gone for a while, and if I don't come back, they probably killed me. Do what you will with that.
Well, I'm gonna be fixing this door or this window and try to hammer it down and fix it so that people are not trying to get up in this shit again.
Yeah, you might fail a tech roll on complete fixing, but you should at least be able to hammer the dents down and get it looking back to closed and such. But,
right, at least vent it. At least I have that.
Yeah. I don't think your tech of 2 plus a roll it'll be very difficult for someone of your tech skills.
I just want to at least
you'll make it worse. So when Coupler gets back, it's even harder for him to fix it.
I was just gonna bend it back so at least he has that to work with.
Just knocked the entire thing out trying.
Yeah. Yeah, you're bending it back at least, and doing that. Coupler, I don't know if Rio heard, he's got the message from Lacey. He's taking the van and heading into Rockland to try to see what's up with that. Hollow is dealing with Janice. What are you doing now? Now that Coupler's leaving, Raven's outside, Hollow's with Janice. What's your plan now? On Rio.
Call Kid.
Oh, mine. Sorry, I thought you were talking to Hollow.
No. I just wanted to give you a chance. Everybody's kind of doing their thing. What do you want to do while Hollow's going to be, I imagine, talking to Janice?
Yeah, she's dealing with Janice, and everybody else is kind of... I'm just going to go through...
And Kid, don't forget, Kid messaged you. That's right.
Yeah, I'm not going to respond just yet, because I want to talk to Janice before I report back on her current situation, since we literally just got back. But
want to make sure she's not running from it first.
Yeah, exactly. There isn't some other reason why, he's looking for her other than just concern. But mainly, I'm just gonna kind of go through the, I have 2 other cyber decks that I have, and then also there's some stuff that I'm going to, when we have some downtime, get. So I'm kind of like doing an internal inventory of like what I need to do over the next X time, whatever time we have, upcoming.
Okay. Kitty! Had to say it at least once a session. Yeah. All right. Okay, back over to Hollow. Yeah, Janice is waking up. Coupler's taking off back to Rockland. Raven's outside. You can hear her banging on the window, trying to fix that dent on Rio's, kind of making a shopping list, all giddy to himself like a little kid running through the mall on a shopping spree. But yeah, you're sitting there. Janice is coming to. She definitely looks beat to shit. She's a little groggy, a little out of it, but big eyes when she sees it's you. And she's, oh my God, Hollow, is that you?
Me. Okay. I am so glad you're talking. I was worried about like brain swelling and everything. So, first off, I'm on your side. So, I'm gonna have to hear from you. But whatever you're like, you want to do, I'm gonna like help you unless it's like deliberately like wanting to kill me. But besides that, like we're pretty cool. But like, I have to ask, why were you like tied up and beat up by Russians?
She starts crying. She's like, I thought I was dead. I can't believe. How did you find me? I can't. I don't know where to start. She just starts crying, and kind of like crumbles her head into your chest and is just kind of crying. She's like, I thought I was dead. I can't believe. How did you find me?
They just said that you were missing, so we started looking into it, and well, we were really lucky that a crackhead was trying to rob your place because he saw the Russians, and we worked from there.
Oh my God! Don't
I
don't
saved
tell
your
Kid.
stuff, by the way.
Don't tell Kid. I don't. Oh my God! She like looks around and she sees on Rio off to the side, making notes and doing things, and she looks back at you, Hollow, and is like, can we talk in private somewhere, please?
We can talk in private.
Rio's not
It's
paying attention to them, so he's just kind of looking through, like, on his internal eyes, looking through his agent and different things.
Okay.
I guess we're gonna talk in the surgery room. I'm just like,
yeah, you can.
Like,
do that.
I gotta be like straightforward. Are you running from Kid?
I just don't want Kid to know any of this. I can't trust him, and I definitely don't want to owe him any more favors. Look, I didn't want to involve you, and I didn't want to tell you any of this. I mean, I told you I'm from New York. You knew that. I lived there before.
Yeah.
But there's a lot more to that story. When I was in New York, I used to date this guy Boris, part of the Sokolov family. I did some bad things with them. They were a crime syndicate. But I got sick of it. I didn't want to deal with the violence and the crime and that way of life. So I left. It was in the middle of a job. I pretty much fucked him over, but I just had to get out of there. So I came to Night City. I figured get on the complete other side of the country, try to start new. My real name is Alexis. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. She starts crying.
No, I understand. Like, this stuff is hard, and like, especially if you're running for someone, like using your real name is. This was kind of what I was worried about, but I was more worried that you were running from me. I'm a bit worried that you got scared about me working with Kid and everything.
No, I just didn't want to involve you in all this. I thought I was in the clear and I had a new life going. Working for Kid was fine. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's fucked up. And, when this Sokolov family guys came into Night City and found me, I couldn't believe it. They're trying to do business out here, apparently. they happen to run into me. They're trying to set up in Japantown or something. You know I live right near there. They fucking ran into me. I couldn't believe it. I don't know what to do. So I tried to set up plans to run. I was going to head to my only family. I have an uncle in Georgia. I booked a couple plans with the Nomads to take me to Florida. I booked a fake one to go up north in case the family was looking for me to throw them off. I figured on the way to Florida I'd hop off the caravan into Georgia, try to get to my uncle and just hide out till I can figure things out. I was going to contact you then and tell you everything. I just didn't want to involve you. I didn't want to involve anybody. I didn't know what to do. I still don't know what to do. I know the family was going to take me back to New York. How did you find me? Was the family there? Were there guys there?
There was 2 guys. We killed one and the other one's maimed, but we had to get you out of there as soon as
2?
possible.
There wasn't 3?
No, there wasn't 3.
And one was still alive out of the 2 that you saw?
Yeah.
They're going to expect me back in New York in a few days. They were going to be leaving. They were going to be taking me back there. I've got to get out of the city. I got to try to get to my uncle or something. I can't stay here. They're going to be coming back trying to set up in Night City in Japantown. They're not going to stop looking for me. I fucked them up.
No, I understand. Like, if that's what we gotta do, that's what we gotta do.
Can you help me get to my uncle's?
Yeah, I'll help you get to your uncle's. Sad that things are ending this way, like, but I'm glad you're safe. Well, I'm glad that you're feeling better. I'm just was so worried about you.
It's not forever. If I can get to my uncle's and try to just figure out how to stop them from establishing a Night City, maybe I can come back. I don't want to leave. I just have no other option. I don't want to leave you. I just got to go to the only family I know. I only have one other place I know I can go to hide, and it's the only place away from Night City right now. But I'm going to try to figure out how to stop them, and so I can get back to you and get back to Night City. It's not forever.
Your safety's the most important. A little sadness can wait. But let's start planning. We probably should tell Kid. At least we have to tell him something, because he mentioned that you're... Like, even if we don't tell Kid that you're going, we have to tell Kid something.
Don't tell him anything. Please, just don't tell him anything.
I don't know how... I gotta think of a lie or something.
Yeah, give me a human perception roll.
Oh, I should have put luck on that.
Yeah, you can tell she's worried. That's about all you're getting out of that. But yeah, she's just telling you, don't tell Kid anything, please. But back over to Raven, you pretty much get that window dented out as best as you can without any tech skills. What are you doing next?
Just making my rounds outside.
Yeah, you're pretty much done making your rounds and noticing anything out there, unless there's anything else you want to do out there. You've made your way around the building at least.
Yeah, there's nothing really. I mean, I'm playing with the dog. Nothing really going on with me.
All right, give me an athletics check for throwing the tennis ball for Gristle. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh, know how that goes.
But no, that's fine.
Yeah.
You know, you can.
It's a one. Sprains arm.
If you want, if you're not trying to go back inside, or I mean, you could go back inside because Hollow's with Janice in the her little surgery corner tent area or whatever you want to call it, or that room, the office, if that's converted into the surgery room, and you all can decide how you want to lay out the warehouse, obviously. But you can stay out there and play with the dog, or you can go back inside. It's up to you. I just wanted to give you a chance if there's anything you want to do.
I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna go check on, see what the status is with Janice, and see if I can get any read off of her myself, or see what's going on with the vibe of the room.
Yeah, no problem. You head in and go in there, and you see Hollow having looks like a really deep conversation with Janice. Janice still looks very beat up, like I mentioned before, crying, and just having a really deep conversation with Hollow. We'll have you get involved with that in a role when we get back around on Rio. Anything else other than making your shopping list?
No, just looking to see what what I want to buy, sell. I have two Cyberdecks I got to do something with. Backup drive, a bunch of other programs that I may or may not keep. I still have a Ganger's heavy pistol that I probably don't need a second one of those. I still have 3 or 4 grams of drugs, which I don't remember if we ever determined what that was. No, we haven't
established what we're going to do with that yet, but I think we should sell it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to use it, so.
Try it. Let's have a night of trying it.
No. And yeah, there's just things that I'm looking at getting the next opportunity I can.
Yeah, while you're doing that, you get another message from Kid, and it just says on Rio baby and a bunch of question marks.
Okay, why?
I'll message him and be like, in the middle of something, I'll get with you soon.
Okay, yeah, nothing back. Coupler, back over to you. We'll say you make your way over to the Rockland campus, and you're there. You can make your way up to Lacey's office. I imagine that's the plan, right? Parking, going to meet with Lacey.
Yeah, gonna go deal with Lacey, see how this goes.
Yeah, you go there. It's a bit after hours, but they're still open. They work fairly late, but it is nighttime. Kind of dead on campus in that sense. Just the night shifts and night classes and things that they work on there, with lots of research and stuff that they do late night on campus here. But you make your way up to Lacey's office. Lacey's sitting at her desk, as always, working on her computer, doing some digital logs and such. You can tell she isn't that cheerful. She's definitely not greeting you with a "Hey, what's up?" cups like she always does. She's standing there. It looks like there's 4 other security guard style guys standing on one side of her, and then some other guy with what looks like some type of digital tablet, and then another guy, exec-looking guy in a suit next to that guy. But when you enter, just all eyes are on you. Lacey just looks at you and she's like, "A coupler, why don't you have a seat?"
Great, you brought all of HR and then some.
Well, no, this is damage control. We've got to get a proper report and we've got to get this handled. You really threw me off with that phone call the other day. Last night, I wish we could have handled that immediately. We've got a lot going on. This is important. Very confused by your call. So why don't we just start at the beginning? And once again, and she looks at the guy with the digital tablet. She kind of nods, and then she looks back at you and she says, "Now, what exactly happened?"
All right, Lacey, I'll lay it out straight because, well, the truth will set you free, right? So, I had a side job. Source contacted me a while back about a drone. I found it. It was theirs. I wanted to fix it, make some side money working for them when I could.
Right, you told me all this. That's why we had the plan for you to drop off the cargo for our surveillance. But then you tell me you end up in a server room and you find bodies of our people there. Can we streamline this and you tell me what exactly happened at Source?
Yeah, well, one of my teammates had a side job to get into Source, take stuff out of the server room because you gotta make money in here, and fortunately contract work doesn't pay that great. So I took the job, decided that, hey, Rockland, we already have a beef. You guys would be a great way for me to get in with those crates. I call you set it up, we get them, hurt Source. They burned down my shop, found that out later, met the boss, he's happy to see me, he's happy to take the crates off my hands. My team in the crates, they go inside, They get in the server room. We find 2 guys. They start shooting at us. They shoot back. We put one down. We knock one out. They're crying about there being Rockland. We drag them out when we can to hide them so Source doesn't find them and trace it back to you. My team steals what they can off the servers, and I don't know what they're going for, but I probably can find it out for you if you need be. I brought them here, give you a courtesy of saying, hey, found some Rockland guys. Tried not to kill them. They made it hard. And that's about it. Whether they're a Rockland or not, I wasn't going to put myself on the line and leave them there just in case. So that's why I gave you the heads up.
Okay, so what exactly were you thinking in doing a side gig to go take what from the Source servers when you knew our entire plan was to try to find out who's giving information to Source through their server room? You knew that was exactly what we're targeting, and that's what you were trying to put a plant in there for us to find out. Now you're telling me that you used that plant for yourself to get to the server room to take care of something?
Yeah, that's how it runs a Night City. I can't count on you guys all the time for a steady paycheck if there's not going to be there.
And what exactly were you looking to get out of Source's servers?
No, I have no idea. I just went in there I was just a key. What was behind the door was on my teammate's job. I can probably get it from him, but it was his job, not mine.
Okay. All right, Coupler, we'll be in touch. You can leave now.
All right, Lacey, you have a good night.
She goes back onto her digital screen and starts typing.
Ooh, no cups.
And yeah, back over to you, Hollow. You see Raven enter the room, and you're in deep conversation with Janice. And yeah, she's just don't tell kid, just leave him out of it completely.
I can understand that. There's just only so much I can do. Like, he's already looking around, so...
And Raven, give me a human perception roll.
I'm gonna put a luck on it.
11.
11.
Oh, okay. Yeah, even with that, again, you can tell that she's worried, but you're not getting any better of a read on it, really, than Hollow was. But yeah, she's, again, just telling you, Hollow, like, just leave kid out of it. We'll figure it out. I don't even want to deal with the nomads anymore, because now I know the fucking Sokolov boys. They know I was going to go that route, even if I throw them off with Florida up north, whatever. Just if you can just help me get there, and she looks at Raven, and then she looks back at you, Hollow. She's like, can we please just talk in private? And she looks back at you, Raven. She's like, can I just talk with Hollow, please?
I don't move in the doorway.
She just looks at you, Hollow, and is just like, can I just talk with you, please?
I don't trust her.
Raven,
She's not like she's going to be getting up and doing anything for a while.
Unless you got something to actually say, like, we're kind of just talking here.
Alright. Make sure she doesn't have anything on her that's going to track her here. Did you make sure there wasn't anything on her that they put on her? To track her or anything?
See anything, but do you want to do a search and reveal?
You can do that if you want. And Raven, you can even do that too if you want to, frisk her down before you leave the room. It sounds very Raven-like.
Just like,
Raven.
yeah, I turned to her. We're like, hey, that's actually a really good point. Like, we really don't want them following us.
Yeah, nothing on her at all. No tracing devices, Raven. That was a decent enough roll for you to at least just give her body a good frisk and not see anything.
Alright, I'm going to go walk over to Unreal and be nosy on what he's doing.
Okay.
As I'm giving her the stink eye.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do that. You do
I'm
that.
just looking for things to buy and spend money on and sell.
You're just browsing Amazon.
Pretty much the equivalent of.
Yeah, when the second Raven leaves the room, Alexis, not Janice, leans into you, Hollow, and she's just like, look, please don't tell kid. If you can just help me get to my uncle. Look, I have a little bit of eddies I put aside, not just from the Solocop boys from when I left New York, but also from Kids Bank from one of the past events. I know it's fucked up. I know he's dangerous. I was going to leave town. I was going to find a way out of this. Maybe even pay him back one day if he finds out it was me or something. But till then, just don't tell him anything. I just got to get to my uncle. I got to get away from Night City. Just don't tell.
How much did you take?
If you want to get away, I have 100,000 eddies stashed, and I'll split it with you, and we can just get away. We can go to my uncle's. He can hide us out. We don't have to work anymore. We could go there and just start new. Maybe find a way to get, to get them, the Sokolov family, out of Night City, or stop them from even coming there and starting business, and then we can come back or something. But it's enough for me and you to get away.
It's enough, but darling, this isn't gonna work. If I go with you, Kid is gonna know for sure that something's wrong, and he's gonna kill you. Just straight up, we both know. You stole money from him, he's gonna kill you. Unless, even if you return the shit now and blame the Russians, which is the only option I can think of to get you anywhere near Kid again without your head getting chopped off. Like, you want these guys out of Night City, but how can that happen if no one's there? Like, I can't protect you if I go with you. Like, I have to put you first. It's like, I love you. I can't let you do something that I know is gonna get you killed. Like, you gotta... I was gonna miss you, but you gotta go with your uncle, and I wish that you had talked to me. I could have helped. I could have set things up for you. I could have gone with.
Then why don't we go and then fuck Night City? You know, let's start new in Georgia. We can go somewhere else, and we don't have to tell Kid anything. Fuck the Sokolov family and all of them. We can go disappear. My uncle will help. If you can just get me there.
I can get you there, but I can't stay.
Yeah, she starts crying.
Like
back over to
ruining my
you.
makeup.
Back over to you, Coupler. Yeah, she's just crying. I guess both of you are crying. And back over to you, Coupler. You leave the building. As you're leaving the building, those 4 security guards are pretty much escorting you out for the most part. And they're following you all the way to the van.
Damn.
Alright. So, well, as I'm walking with them, I'll just make conversation and ask, how's the pay here? For security, at least. Probably better than what I make.
They just look at each other and look back at you and shake their head. They don't even speak to you.
Damn.
Stonewalling.
Hold.
Always effective. Well, it was nice working for you guys while I could.
You're gonna get your ass whooped with that kind of language.
Oh no, I
They
could definitely
ain't
give them
happy with
language
you.
that the security guards give. But
Yeah, and give me a perception roll, Coupler. Even though everyone's been doing bad with perception, fuck, Coupler nailed it. That's awesome.
I know, this time he's like...
Yeah, I feel like everyone's been doing somewhat poorly on and off with perception, but Coupler just did awesome. He was like, fuck what you say, Rob, here we go. But yeah, I'll say, yeah, these guys they're definitely stonewalling you. They're giving each other looks, but ignoring you. You get in when you pull out of the campus and get out on the streets and start making your way, heading home. You definitely notice that you're being followed.
Don't you bring that car back here?
With that perception roll, you can see a dark, extremely tinted, unmarked ground car maybe, I don't know, a few vehicles behind you. But you notice with that perception that
Lovely.
they're following, we'll say, maybe you made a couple purpose turns and things that are obvious and they're fucking following. You can tell.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Lola a call, let her know I'm coming back to the burnt shop and I got a tail. Hopefully she can put out the word that I might need assistance. And I'm gonna call Raven and let her know what's going on, that Rockland's following me and I'm going back to the old shop. Hopefully not bring them back to our place. Because they don't know it burned down.
Yeah, you call. I mean, you can have that conversation. Go ahead. You said you're calling Raven.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep. Hey Raven, finished up at Rockland. They're probably not very happy with me as usual, but looks like I got picked up a tail. Probably the security guys want to track down what's going on. They didn't like my story, most likely. Or at least they didn't believe it. So I'm heading back to the old shop. Gave Lola a heads up. Hopefully some girls will be there to assist if things go south. But hopefully they just see me in a van stuck outside a burnt shop and nothing else really helpful.
Alright, go. Relay our messages over here. Alex, or whatever her name is, this chick that's here is no help.
Who?
Exactly.
Alexis.
Wow. Alexis. He doesn't even know what her name is yet, does he?
Yeah, who's Alexis?
Right.
Yeah. When you get back, there's a lot of drama. I feel like I'm sitting here watching a soap opera going on in that other room over here. Ugh.
You know,
So
you
yeah,
really have to get out and date more. You need a social life.
Ugh,
Either murdering or murdering with you.
Yeah, just keep me posted if anything. Just if you need backup, just let me know. We'll get a car. But pretty much, yeah. Don't bring them this way.
Yeah. All right, take care, Crystal. See you guys soon.
All right, I'll let Omrio know.
All right, cool. Yeah, they're pretty much following you, and like you said, you're making your way to your old shop over there in South Night City. So yeah, you're heading that way. They're following on Rio. Still doing your shopping list, I imagine.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll take note if Raven's gonna tell me what she just, the conversation we just had. It's like, oh, good.
I just pass it over to Onryo.
Doesn't bode well. So.
I'm like, great. Somebody's following Coupler to the old place now.
So yeah, I guess, in case we may need to leave, I'll, get my stuff situated, and just in case we need to kind of run out and get a cab.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Damn it.
And then back, while you guys are getting ready and discussing that, back over to Hollow. Alexis is just crying. So she just tells you, well, if you can at least get me to my uncle's, I would appreciate it, and I promise I'll try to figure this out and get back. And I'll even give you some of the money for helping me. Please, just don't tell Kid, and tell your partners don't tell Kid either, please.
I'm gonna do the best that I can. I don't want your money, but I don't know about the others. Let me talk. This is a lot. I haven't even learned your new name. It's all too much. Alexis, right? I'm sorry. I need a moment. And I walk out of the room.
Yeah, she starts crying, and you see just kind of like lay on the floor. Almost kind of cries herself to sleep a bit. She still has some healing to do. In total, it's probably for her going to be another 2 to 3 days before she's fully healed anyways, with the damage that she's taken. But yeah, she just kind of cries herself to sleep there as you leave the room.
Yes. I was running out of questions to ask. It was getting a little circular.
Yeah. So yeah, you leave the room, back with Onryo and Raven. Raven, do you want to fill in Hollow on what Coupler called about?
Yeah, I tell Hollow as she's walking up, I'm like, hey, Coupler's running over to the old shop. He has a tail. Some guys are following him. So we're on standby. We have to take a combat car over to the old place. So now it's that bitch got us followed.
Just what we needed today. But, that's... I kind of saw this coming, but, you know... I didn't do enough to stop it, so... we're all to blame. Yeah, I'm good with sharing this blame.
Well, what we're gonna do with this broad, because I don't need her hanging out with me, near me. Gotta scoot her out.
No.
Scoot her out.
Rio
Like,
kind of looked at Raven and just be like, Jesus.
Yes, so cold. While she's sleeping, you scoot her out the front door. Close the door, so when she wakes up,
be like, bye.
yeah, she wakes up out on the street. What the hell?
I'll put it like that. Bye. Go somewhere.
But yeah, coupler back over.
So waking up in the middle of a cab, like, you don't even know where you are.
Yeah, shivering alone. PWB says. While you guys are discussing that, talking about coupler's situation, Alexis's situation, all that stuff. As much as Hollow does want to reveal or talk about, obviously, and you can think about that. So when we circle back around, maybe you guys can have that conversation. But in the meantime, coupler, definitely making your way to your old shop. You can tell that car is definitely following you. You can continue on. Making your way to the shop. You can let me know what you want to do getting up there. You also do have the chance, if you want to do some swerves, some sharp turns. Obviously, those are like just typical DV13s on your driving skill. There's a chance you could shake this tail too. Don't forget, you do have that option as well. You do risk crazy driving, hitting something, causing an accident, police, not everything goes perfect. But I just wanted you to be aware of your options, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, back to you. You're being followed. What do you want to do? You're already in South Night City. We'll say you're just a handful of blocks away from your old shop.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it straight. Go straight to the shop. Just keep an eye on them, seeing if they keep following me the entire time.
Yeah, they do. They follow. But as you're pulling up to the shop, it's super late night. And you see there's probably about, 6 or 7 Willow Sisterhood members outside, kind of on the corner block where they usually hang out, which is really the same block of your shop, just right there. And as you're pulling up, you see Lola in the mix of those girls too. So lots of familiar faces right there as you're pulling up. And that car's still following you.
Yeah, so I'll just pull up straight to the shop. I'll give a wave to the girls as I pass by. And just sort of park the van and get out and sort of see what's left of the shop.
Yeah, you pull up, it's just pretty much hollowed out, burnt out, completely charred black, piles of rubble and shit there. Nothing's been done to it since it went down. But as you park and get out, from the wave, you saw a couple of the girls wave back. Lola noticed you. She came running up to your vehicle. And as you get out, that vehicle that was tailing you kind of pulls out and just drives by you really fucking slow and keeps going. But as that keeps going, Lola runs up and she's just like, "Oh shit, coupler, where you been?"
Just say I've had a few interesting weeks. But
haven't seen you.
Trying to do well.
Haven't seen you in forever since the shit went down. She points at your old shop. She's like, "So what's up? How's the new place?"
Not too bad actually. It's pretty spacious. Found some new toys there. Don't know how long I'll be set up there, but gotta try to make things work.
Well,
Thought I'd drive by here. It's at least a safer place. Probably burned a few too many bridges with the contractor, but we'll see what happens with them.
I take it the new place is nice enough that you kind of forgot about your old stomping ground friends here in the Willow Sisterhood. We haven't heard from you in a hot minute, but that's cool.
Yeah.
But you say coming back because it's safer with your contractors and like what? What are you talking about? What happened?
You know how I always get parts from Rockland by doing jobs for them?
Yeah.
Well, let's just say one job went a little south and they aren't happy with me.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I'll deal with that when that time comes around, but hopefully the story I told them was something they enjoyed, and at least proving that the shop burned down was a little bit of proof of I'm not blowing a smoke up their ass. Also, I thought I'd poke around the old ashes, see if there's anything worth salvaging that you guys might have missed.
Yeah, feel free. I mean, we went through it all, but and good luck with that Rockland shit. That sounds pretty dangerous. And like, you know, you're not around here anymore, so there's not much we can do to protect you.
No, I understand. You guys are always welcome at the shop when I get it back up and running again. You guys kept me safe long enough. Eventually, the baby bird has to leave the nest, right?
Yeah, I
So you're
guess.
always more than welcome there.
Yeah, that'd be great. You know, a couple of the girls wanted to get some upgrades on their weapons and stuff. Maybe we can arrange something and talk about that sometime soon.
Yeah. Now, on the bright side of that area too, whatever element of gangs there, looks like they got evicted. So I don't know if the girls ever want to relocate. It's just over in the Haywood area.
Oh, really? I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of out of the combat. I mean, how's the PD presence there? I mean, would we be able to kind of move things we move there, or what would?
I don't know. It's a little bit nicer. It's all the industrial district. So that'd be up to you guys. You know, I never try to get too much into what you do to make things run.
All right. Well, I'm gonna tell a couple of the girls, and they might be hitting you up, Coupler, because I don't know, maybe not a relocation sort of thing, but maybe an expansion sort of thing. I don't know. We'll hit you up.
Hey, I'll be needing the extra income no matter what. If Rockland drops me altogether, and if they don't put me in the ground.
Yeah. Well, good luck with that too. She just kind of
Thanks.
runs off, and yeah, you can kind of go through the rubble. There's really nothing there left. Anything that was worth salvaging, the girls definitely dragged out of there. Everything else is really fucked up, with the exception of, like, you know, if you wanted to try to keep a tool here and there that maybe you found that would require some severe fucking cleaning and fixing from the fire, maybe not even worth it, considering the other shit you have at the new warehouse and your tools that you did salvage.
Nah, there's nothing worth here. It's a nice city. Everything's disposable and expendable. Just catharsis.
Yeah. All right, cool. We got back over Hollow on Rio Raven. Alexis is, cried herself to sleep in the little makeshift surgery room. Probably going to be out, probably through the next day if you let her sleep to do some more healing. So you guys are pretty much open to discuss and whatever. I imagine Coupler's on his way back too.
I'll mention the fact that, like, I'll just say, by the way, I've got Kid asking me if I have an update on her, as well as he's got some information on the Inquisitors. What should I tell him?
I'm
Like,
trying to
is she
figure
on
out.
good terms with him, or like what's going on? Because I on Rio didn't hear anything. So
Yeah, no one really knows anything but Hollow right now.
So,
Yeah,
like, is
and
it
you're
Kid
kinda
that
weird.
led
Give
to
it up,
this,
girl.
or is it something else? Or should I just stall Kid and say we don't have any info yet?
We do not have any info yet. That's the only thing, because right now I'm thinking of faking a death, and that's the nicest thing that can happen right now. So how are you about no question asked favors?
I mean,
Dearie
I don't
friends.
care. It's not like, I don't. Let's be clear. Kid is not my friend. I did a favor for him way back in the day that ended up me in his good graces, but between all of us here, he scares me. So, I try to limit my contact with him as much as possible. So if I need to just stall him or just tell him I don't have any info, I'm okay with that for now.
Yeah, like, stall him as much as his patience will take.
Well, we promised nothing with him. We just said we would look into it. All he knows is you have an interest in, like, a romantic interest in her. Like, there's no, like, she's not, like, our primary, like, responsibility. We just said, like, if we happen to find something or if she contact us, we'll let him know. We have other jobs, one of which sounds like it may not have has gone more south than was originally thought of, based on what's going on with Coupler.
Yeah, I would just text back Kid, be like, "Hey, I finally got a hold of Hollow," because you're just act like you're not with her, and just be like, "Yeah, I got a hold of Hollow. No updates. Keep you informed. Just leave it simple. Nothing real. You don't even have to say
I
you
mean, I
haven't
could
heard
just
from
say
Hollow.
that. Like, I still haven't heard
Yeah, no
anything. We're
updates.
still, got feelers out, but
Yeah, just leave it simple.
Working on
Because you already
some
told
other
him you were
jobs.
busy, so now just leave it something even simpler. Just if he
As
pushes,
it is, I
then we'll
already
go
told
from
them
there.
we were
but-
busy because we kind of have been like,
Yeah,
several hours.
you have a life. Yeah, you do have a life. Yeah, I would just tell him no updates.
As it is,
and just-
it's late, right? Like it's pretty much the night.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
nighttime now.
Yeah.
So I mean, we like.
right. Just tell him.
I'm
Yeah,
tired, so like we should just go to bed. We can always contact him in the morning or whatever.
right. You can even give him the short contact. No update. Nah. Sleepy. Nah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
at this point,
and
like I
Coupler,
said, I'm.
Coupler can get back to the warehouse and enter this conversation now. You guys have been talking a while on planning. Coupler makes it back.
Not being followed, right?
No,
Yeah, he didn't. Get...
Yeah, give me a perception roll at least.
No follow-ino.
Since you're looking. Yeah, no follow. Luckily for you, that was another great perception roll. You can you can tell no one was following.
We either roll like trash
I know,
on
it's so
perception, or we roll like great.
Yeah, you guys
like,
either
almost
crit
near-
success or crit fail. There's no like middle road. With
I mean,
you.
that one's relatively in the middle, but
Yeah, kinda. Yeah.
basically
Funny.
rolled a 6.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah,
funny.
just my luck.
But yeah, no one was following. You get back. Coupler, when you enter the warehouse, you can tell Raven on Rio and Hollow are in a pretty deep conversation. It looks like pretty serious.
Yeah, Raven's like, get the bitch out of here. Mood. Let's rush this up.
Any different than normal Raven.
And we can
Yeah.
say, you guys fill Coupler in, I imagine. So Coupler, you're up to date with things you've been hearing.
Okay, so all I know is Janice is Alexis.
Yeah.
That's it, right? That's all we've been able to. That's all Hollow's telling us.
Yeah.
And just to avoid Kid for now. Which
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so far the only thing Hollow has said to the rest of the team is that yes, Janice is not Janice, she's Alexis. Don't want to say too much, but just don't tell Kid anything right now. I think that's
I don't
all
know
Hollow
who she
said
is.
so far, right?
Right.
Yeah.
She
So
can-
Hollow- So Hollow, who
prob-
were the guys that kidnapped Alexis?
Well, he doesn't want me to say, but I also don't want to die. And to survive, you guys, if you want to help, kind of need to know. So this is the kind of point of, if you don't want to help, can you get out of the room?
Looks like everyone's
Get
standing.
out
shop.
of this room?
This whole big
It's
warehouse.
a warehouse.
I'm gonna say you have a room. I'm assuming, based on like, are we just converting this office into like surgery bay? Is that what the idea is?
Right.
Yeah.
Probably would make the most sense.
mean,
Surgery
that's-
bay, and then these are going to be like little ISO container apartments, hopefully. But we haven't got a chance to clean them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And then
Yeah.
this will just be a workshop.
And we
So
can.
For you guys, I need the money.
And I know we've been season after season. Things have been connecting. It's not even like those are
And this
separated.
is
Like
Raven's Nest.
everything's ongoing. We know. But what we can do, and I'll maybe kind of plan ahead on this, and this will allow everyone maybe some back of the brain planning during the session. But when we get through this next season or campaign or arcs and all these things we go through over the next 8 episodes, whatever, maybe what we can do is we can take we can say that we had a solid month or 2 or even 2 or 3 off, and allow some big world build planning within the lives of the characters, and you guys can actually map out how you want to adjust the warehouse, fixing the work bot. You have some big roles, investments, a lot of time to put into certain things. Maybe we can do something like that and take a big chunk of time to do some bigger things. You know what I mean? And then streamline that in a game and just kind of recap everything and then move forward from that point. But maybe we can do something like that. You know what I mean? Because it's not going to be fun to play all that out You know what I mean? And some
Yeah.
of that shit takes so long. Like Coupler trying to fix a worker bot that might take a month. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's crazy.
So what
like
you're
6
saying
rolls
is
and-
there's a good chance we'll survive to actually do this stuff.
If I said if,
If giant if.
and if not, maybe it's inherited by the new character sheets you guys make, and then.
Aw.
But yeah, that's all Hollow has pretty much told everyone so far. But yeah, Coupler just asked you how who are the guys?
I at least like to sort of have an idea of who it is I killed. Usually. Sometimes.
Since no one's left, I'm assuming everyone's in. I forgot the name of the mob thing.
the Russian.
Sokolov.
Russian mob.
Yeah, Sokolov.
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 Sokolov family.
Sokolov family. So, yeah, apparently she has at least a little bit of a habit of pissing people off.
Oh, so you guys are perfect for each other.
Yeah, I'm welcome to everybody now.
Thanks. I feel so appreciated.
You're not.
Anyway.
Coupler. Hey Rob, can Coupler make a roll for either like library search to try to remember where he's heard that name before?
Yeah, you can also give me what is it, Streetwise or Street Deal? What do you have?
You see, Streetwise is to. I'd rather ask my agent and use like a library search
Yeah, you can do that.
because my Streetwise sucks.
Yeah. Well, you can give me both, and then different. They're gonna give up different info.
All right, I'm gonna use +2 for my library search of asking my agent like, why does that name remind me of something?
Okay.
So I got a 13 on that, and Streetwise, unless the guys are good, nope, 8.
Nope.
Yeah, it's not chiming in too much just on the Streetwise level. Not a lot of hustle and bustle from that name or family in Night City. But the agent does pull up some reports over the past years in New York of this crime syndicate family. And it looks like it's run by an old man named Big Ol' Benny. So B.O.B. They call him Bob. But he's got basically 3 sons that work under him, Boris, Igor, and Corgi. I think, Hollow, you remember the name Boris is what Janice said she was dating him when she was first coming back conscious. But anyways, you're finding reports of this family just over the years going through different court things, different district issues, just typical crime family stuff and headlines based upon that. They do a lot of money laundering. They do a lot of typical crime boss stuff. Not necessarily like gang level drug and obvious turf war stuff. More crooked business style things. Definitely more crime syndicate family. But you're not getting a lot of details. Just that they're out of New York.
All right.
Yeah, and they're trying to get a base here, so that's not good.
Yeah, Alexis said that I guess she told you the sons were coming into Night City to try to set up in old Japantown, but they were having troubles there with local gangs and such, but they're trying to set up there, and I guess that's when they saw her or happened to run into her or something. Old Japantown's right near the old combat zone, which is where Alexis lives. Janice, Alexis. But yeah.
Hey, Raven, you think your bosses would know anything about this? Because aren't they butting heads with guys in Japan, the Yakuza in Japantown? Think this might be fallout from that?
I haven't heard anything, and when I ask my handler anything, he just gets more annoyed with me. So I have to have a really good cause to even ask questions. So before I go butting in with them, because now they're in contact with Kid now. So if she doesn't want us to contact Kid, I can't really bring it up.
All right, so we just added one more enemy to the list of people that want to kill us. I feel like we're playing bingo now. Honestly, if she wants,
Yeah,
she already
because
got the
Sergey
ticket
will
in
get
Florida.
pissed.
Sergey's already pissed. He's perpetually pissed.
Yeah.
That guy has a pipe so far up his ass I could freaking reinforce his entire building.
Take us all
But
down.
I don't know. If she wants to go to Georgia, I'll take her back to the avocados, and when the day comes, there's no skin off my back. I got no problem with the Janice or Alexi or whatever she is.
Yeah, I think what she was asking Hollow, and just so you know, Hollow, I think she was asking you if you would escort her there and take her
I
there.
never got to that point.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, because I think ultimately, like she was saying, you know, she originally did the down deposit to try to book a caravan to Florida. She was going to hop off in Georgia to try to make it up to her uncle over there in Macon. But she also bought the reservation up north just to throw off the family because she knew they spotted her in Night City and that they were trying to hunt her down. But then obviously before she could seal the deal with that or even head out, which was due to go next week, they found her and captured her. But what she told you was, you know, she would like your help to get her to her uncle's. She's scared to continue on with the Aldecaldos on her own because she feels that the Sokolov family probably will find out or know or whatever, or for whatever reason, maybe just scared after what just happened to her. She wants your help, wants to escort, you know. She doesn't know what else to do.
Yeah, we all can go and make this road trip. That looked really weird. Kid would be like, where the fuck
It
are
would
these
look
guys
very. It would look like we're fleeing with a lot of money.
Well, there is, you know, strap her onto the jet ski and good luck.
Wow. As always. Well, Raven, Hollow, it's up to you what you want to do.
It's late and we're talking in circles. Of course, Raven's gonna talk some smart ass shit.
Oh, yeah, and we can say, if you want, since it's late, you guys are talking in circles, you guys can get some sleep. You can sleep on it. You guys are each thinking about the next move, the next options you guys want to do. And before you wake up while you're sleeping, let's just take that 5-minute break. I'm going to top off my water. Anybody watching in the chat, we're just going to take a 5-minute break. We're going to allow the characters to get a quick little sleep overnight. When we get back, it'll be the next morning. Be right back.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab some more tea. Grab some more tea.
Hey, Daniel.
Yeah.
Have you looked through the book yet? You know where the name Sokolov comes from?
I have not looked at the book.
Oh, I'll give you one guess.
Whatchamacallit, whatever her. Zarata?
No, they can hear us.
Yeah, he doesn't. I don't know why he doesn't mute.
He's forget sometimes, I bet. Well, I'm not 100% sure, but if this ties back, we're walking to a shit show. I'm not trying to metagame, but it's like, oh, that's what I was doing that library search.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm wondering. I'm curious if we're gonna do road trip or not. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Let's see where Rob takes us. At least I'm surviving. I really thought I was gonna get jumped by the 4 guards.
If that's the case, wouldn't Raven know the name?
No. She's low on the totem pole. She wouldn't know whoever the CEO is. And it's Raven. You think she really cares 9 times out of 10 who the CEO of the company she's working for?
Well, it's the face. So as effectively, public version of that.
Again, do you think Raven actually follows corporate robotic technology? The only thing she's following is guns and ammo and the next club.
Hey, Unreal follows you are.
Yeah.
So I guess so does everything else. This is a meaty book, I will have to say.
Oh, it's a big boy book. Worrisome. Yeah, well, whatever happens, Coupler's gonna take care of Coupler. And anybody who's stuck around. We'll see how things play out. I feel like I have to make more AP ammo though. A lot more AP ammo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, is there anything you're looking to have me upgrade eventually?
Me?
Yeah. Or anything you want special made?
I'm sorry, like, the news has been like popping off in the last 10 minutes.
Oh god.
Carano is no longer with Lucasfilm, and they just hired Pedro Pascal for Joel in the Last of Us series.
No, I have not been following the news at all, so that's just
That's crazy.
that's gonna be interesting.
That's real crazy.
And more with Unryu.
Yeah. Hey, I'm the net runner. I stay up to date on the news.
I know you do. I fix stuff and I break stuff. That's my job. That's Coupler's job.
The thing that I'm probably gonna do, my biggest thing is like the armor is so expensive to replace. It's almost easier just to always layer on light armor jack on top of it.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Because
Well, I can also
so much cheaper.
I can also upgrade the armor that it will reduce the time by half, so I can make it simpler to repair.
No, it still costs a lot. Light armor.
But it doesn't
jack
cost
costs
anything to
nothing.
repair.
Oh, I thought it did.
All right.
No, repairs are free. It's just time.
We're back now. People can see us. Yeah, with tech stuff, repairs it doesn't.
It's just time.
Yeah, exactly.
So it costs you money because of the time, potentially.
Ultimately,
a little
yeah.
bit.
Because you don't get to hustle.
Time is money.
No.
Yeah.
Time is money, yeah.
Yeah,
I
I know.
just take it out of your guys' paychecks.
And I see PWB says, I hear you. I don't know if that came in during
Yeah.
the break. But yeah, during the break, typically I like to leave, just like during the intro countdown, we leave the sound on. That way you can hear us chatter. If the team talks about ideas for the game, maybe they talk shit about me, and later on I can catch that shit on the playback. But no, we like
I was
to...
mainly talking about the news that's been popping off with Pedro Pascal being Joel in Last of Us, which is real interesting.
Yeah,
And then I was
talking
also
about
commenting
the,
about how beefy I got the full book, and I did not realize how like large the Cyberpunk RED book is.
Oh, he's a thick boy.
Yeah, compared to most tabletop books,
Yeah.
it is
Yeah.
bigger.
And we were discussing some conspiracy theories about the Sokolov name and where it was tied to. So I'm
Yeah.
curious, but I don't know for sure. We're gonna see what happens.
All right. Well, it's back to you. It's the next morning. You guys wake up. As I like to do when you guys wake up, I like to hear about what your characters dreamed about. Let's see. What did Raven dream about during last night's slumber? Oh,
You're muted,
I
by
think
the
you're
way.
muted there. I can't hear you.
Wow.
Ah, damn. Oh, sorry. I didn't want to chew while you guys were talking.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
No ASMR.
Yeah.
Raven was actually having sexual dreams last night.
Oh, no, she didn't.
It was all like erotic. It was like no faces because she just totally doesn't give a shit about a guy's face. But there was a lot of penises everywhere. She was in heaven.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Lord.
Okay.
She didn't get shot up last night, so she went to sleep pretty fucking good.
That's true. She did back out. She did take a step back and let the rest of you deal with that shit, huh? But you guys destroyed that man, though. I mean, he didn't get to do shit. But Unreal, what did Unreal dream about last night?
So basically, Onryo is just dreaming about like he's thinking about Trauma Team and getting like a Trauma Team subscription. So you had a weird dream that like Trauma Team just came and like started shooting up, while we're like in a firefight, and just was like, oh, this is nice having another group,
Everyone.
help us out.
Oh yeah, I love Trauma Team. Everyone forgets about REO Meatwagon though. It's always Trauma Team. It's never REO
Yeah.
Meatwagon. I did some voiceover work in the Sirenscape Block Party sound set that just came out. Me and Valerie both did actually, where voices and my music's in there and stuff. But on one of the sound things, I have there's a one shot you can click for security, and I did some Trauma Team ones. But I made one where it's like talking about REO Meatwagon is at the East Gate for pickup, and like I mentioned REO Meatwagon, I gave him a shout out. But yeah, that's a good dream. What did Coupler dream about last night?
Coupler had a bit of a surreal dream of being like in a sort of chasm on a rope bridge and just sort of seeing both sides of it sort of being like breaking and being set on fire, like smoldering, and just sort of being out in the middle there, just waiting for things to collapse.
Jesus.
Damn.
Sounds like Coupler. And Hollow, what was Hollow dreaming about last night?
So Hollow was dreaming about a weeping tree who was on a floating island that was slowly drifting away while Hollow's trying to run, but like feels like there's this deep wind like going towards like against her body, and she's just like Urgh.
Nice. Yeah, I see Steve from Sirenscape says Raven dreams about sex on Rio, dreams about getting a subscription. Let's be particular now. No, she did not. Raven dreams about dicks. And on Rio dreams about faceless dicks. So it's horrible. But all right, cool. Yeah, everyone had their dream. You guys all wake up. Yeah, when you wake up, Alexis is still sleeping. I'm still doing a little bit of healing today, obviously, but she's just obviously laying low. She's at the mercy of what you all want to do with her at this point. It's not like she's healed enough to really jump up and be at her full 100% self. You know what I mean? But the rest of you have woken up. I'll say on Rio, you wake up to a couple messages from Kid. Just saying, on Rio, baby, what's up? Never heard back. I've got buyers waiting. Also, what the fuck's up with Janice? And
So
it's
I'll
a
message
few
him
messages.
back.
Yeah.
I'll message him back saying like, no new update on Janice. We're still looking around. Haven't seen anything. Been busy doing some other jobs. Whenever you want to meet about the Inquisitor data, we can certainly do that. And then I also have, if you have any buyers for I have an extra cyber deck and a couple of programs that I'm looking to offload.
Yeah,
And I'll just message it to him. I'm not going to call him.
Yeah, he just messages back and he's like, meet me at my spot today. I'm here all day. His bar where you go downstairs. Yeah, that little spot.
I don't like that place.
You don't like that place? Is that what you said?
Yeah, it feels too contrived, too.
I feel like it.
Down.
Yeah, I feel like if it was me, I wouldn't like any place Kid is. It always sounds feels dangerous to me.
Feels like shady.
I'm the one running it, and it feels dangerous to me. So that should tell you something. I'm like, even I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here?
Deep where you like pulling Kid out of your psyche. That's what I'm wondering.
But yeah, he just says meet anytime today. I'm here all day. The sooner the better. Says something like that. Other than that, nothing much else going on. Alexis is sleeping. Coupler, you do have a missed call from Lola. I'll say that. No voicemail, no message, just a missed call. But other than that, it's morning time. What are y'all doing?
I'm gonna take the call from Lola out on the pier by the jet skis. See what's going on with her.
Yeah. Also,
Wish them luck finding coffee machine in that place. Crackheads don't have coffee.
They make stuff out of the coffee makers. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
yeah, give me a perception roll too. Nice. Yeah, you when you walk out to the docks, like you said, by the jet skis to make your call, you notice that the jet skis that basically have these chains to the dock posts, similar like how you would tie a boat, but these chained obviously and locked. They look like someone's been trying to file or saw away at them overnight. Again, just like the window, shit did not look that way last time you saw it, is the point here. Whether it was last night or the night before, looks like someone was fucking with them. But anyways, You notice that. You make the call. Lola answers. She's like, Coupler, what's up?
Hey, doing okay. What's going on?
Yeah, I was just following up. I mean, you made it home last night all right, right?
Yeah, I'm still breathing, despite other people's best attempts.
Yeah. You left, and that car that was kind of trailing by last night, you know, they came by like a few more times through the night, and we saw a couple of the guys get out and like creeping around your shop. A couple of our girls went to go talk to them, and they just took off. You know, someone's like I know you were joking around last night, but like someone is definitely gunning for you or some shit. I mean, they were here all night.
Well, that doesn't surprise me at all. Well, you keep the girls safe, okay? This isn't on you guys. Just try to stay out of it as much as you can. Yeah, if you guys don't ever hear from me, well, don't buy Rockland. They suck. That's my best advice.
Okay. I mean, Coupler, you know we have your back. I mean, if something's going down, we'll help you. I mean, that's some bullshit, but just let me know.
I will, but this is the mess I made, and I don't want you and the girls. They got enough stuff to do on the zone. Honestly, they're corporate. They look for trying to keep things in the black, and honestly, I'm probably a little bit too much of a valuable asset with what I know for right now. But you guys take care of yourself, okay?
All right. Hit us up if you need us. She hangs up.
Always do. Fucking Lacey.
Yeah. But yeah, Hollow. What are you doing?
I'm looking up different ways to travel that's not the Nomad group. So I'm more on like the computer, just like
Yeah, it seems
trying
like.
to.
Yeah, do you have deduction?
I believe so. Let me check.
If you don't have deduction, I'll take library search on that too.
Hey.
Just yell at your agent until it gives you an answer. Treat it like
Yeah.
Siri or Alexa.
Yeah, and that's something. Side note, while you see if you have deduction or maybe library search or something to help you, look up some Nomad info. The other thing I wanted to mention is, as we know, agents are like your own little mini AI in a way. So, by next session or whenever you want, if you want to come up with a name for your agent, give that agent a little personality quirk or anything to it. You can let me know, and then anytime you do want to have a conversation with it, I can try to hop into that character and do that for you. But I do know, that is an option. A lot of people, an agent is pretty advanced, so it can have a personality. You know what I mean?
I have something for that. I'll send you a little YouTube video of like what I have in mind.
I hope it's not like the annoying orange or something like. It's like,
No, not that annoying.
The
But,
sad part is hardly anybody here probably actually knows what that is.
I know because I did that for. Well, I'm not even going to talk about why I mimicked that in my puppet show. I mimicked something similar, but it's weird content. I don't even want to talk about it. But yeah, no problem. Send me that about the agent. We can do that. Otherwise, you're hanging out, looking up info. Do you have deduction or library search or something towards that?
No, I don't have either. Sorry.
Okay. You can give me a general, I guess, intelligence.
Probably intellect.
Yeah.
Or, intellect or intelligence.
Intellect check. I always do that. I call intellect intelligence or vice versa. Same with tech. I know it's supposed to be technique, I believe.
Okay.
I thought
It is supposed to be technique, but no, but it covers like technical shit. So
Is it technical? I think it's technique written in the book.
no, I think
at
it
one
is
point.
technique.
Yeah, it's odd.
But
to me.
but it also like covers all the technical stuff. So
Yeah.
It's kind of the.
But yeah, if you want to do a 1d10 plus your intelligence stat, I'll take that. And you know what? If anybody else, while Hollow's doing this, it's not like this is secretive stuff. I imagine you guys are talking to each other in your morning while eating breakfast, talking about daily plans. If anybody else has deduction, because that one was horrible, plus your intelligence, that's not going to be enough. But if
I mean,
somebody,
I
that's
have
not gonna be
library
enough.
search.
yeah, if you want to give me library search, and if somebody else has deduction or something, I would
Yeah, I
prefer
don't-
that. But library search will work too.
Yeah, I don't.
I
have
roll
deduction.
perception to see if I hear Hollow yelling at the pier, yelling all the way from the pier.
Yeah, do that. That's
With that
funny.
one, I can imagine.
That makes sense though, actually. So do that. And Hollow is like that. So
Yeah, I don't have.
Yeah, I got a
really.
13 on library search, which isn't great.
yeah, and
Yeah, I don't have anything.
yeah, you're not seeing enough. I'll say this. With that library search on Rio, since that's basic knowledge right there, you at least know that it is possible, to travel without fully using the caravan, but somewhat using the caravan. But with a roll like that, you're not figuring out how. I need a better deduction roll or a better library search. Lucky for you, that coupler perception, you do hear Hollow yelling about it in the talk after your call with Lola. So you can join that conversation and try to do a deduction or library search if you want to. That was and that was good thinking on Coupler's part to do that perception, to try to overhear that bad roll, which would make sense for her yelling. That was clever. I like that.
There's
I'll do a
also
library search too.
there's also
13.
13. There's also a possibility. I still need to give, see if our media friend knows anything about this AI partner that I've never really been able to lock down.
Right.
He might have some information, see if he knows anything about, ways to travel.
Yeah, you can totally hit up Nostradamus next, but back to Coupler's roll right there. Did you say you put luck on that, or did you say it was just a 13?
Just 13, I have no luck left.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then same as on Rio, it's definitely possible. Seems like there's like some tricky ways to kind of do it, but you're not figuring out how to do it. But it is possible. To
the good old days of the Maglevs.
Yeah, I don't have anything to do tribute. I have an intelligence of 7, but I don't have.
Yeah, you can do a 1d10 with that 7 plus that. Give me a 1d10 plus that 7. What is it? Hollow. It has to be. Oh, it has to be a Tachikoma. Just to hear Rob do the happy chirpy voice. The Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
That's one of Val's favorite. The Ghost in the Shell bots. Those happy.
I love them.
Oh God.
They are adorable.
Tachikoma.
They're so cute. I love their attitudes.
Yeah,
so fucking
they're
adorable.
so cute. They are.
Oh,
They
you're
really
talking
are.
about the little tank-like things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, let's go. They're always like super happy and like.
But
Okay.
they're little badasses.
Yeah, 12.
12.
12,
Yeah.
not good enough. Yeah, no, definitely. I think on Rio's onto something. Like, Nostradamus is kind of a great research guy. He is media with like a huge library database of information, old and new. He'd probably be a good person to ask. But none of you are turning up any info.
Yeah, I'm gonna go walk the dog. I'm gonna go walk Grizzle and do some check the perimeter.
Yeah, you can do that. You walk around and you can give me a perception. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I mean, go ahead.
Oh, I was probably just gonna take a look at Hollow's jacket to see if I can fix it since she got shot last time.
Yeah, you can do armor repairs. Do your
I gotta see how long does that take me. I think it's a.
I got a 23.
I don't think it takes you that long, does it? That only takes you hours, right?
Well, I gotta remember what her armor jacket is. I think
It's 11.
It
was 11.
If it's light armor jack.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
11 SP light armor jack, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's 100 EB.
Yeah, that should only be
So I
hours,
put
right?
that up again?
I think that might be 6 hours.
Yeah, so you
I
can do
did
that. Yeah, and Raven perception on your walk around while they're figuring that out. Yeah, you're not.
Actually, it's a. Wait, is it the same time as upgrade, fabricate, and invent?
That
Or
should
is
be
it-
all in the
or upgrade?
same-
Or is fixing different?
Fixing's
No,
different.
repair is different. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's repairing. But yeah, Raven, that's a great perception roll. Nothing out of the ordinary around the spot. No one seemed to fuck with the spot last night while y'all were in it. I think you're on mute. I can't hear you.
There's nothing like no cars out staking the building, anything driving around weird or anything.
No, nothing out of the ordinary. And that's a great perception roll, so I'm not lying to you.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to take Grizzle out again and walk the perimeter.
Yeah, no problem. You do your morning ritual of walking the grounds, making sure everything looks normal.
Letting them try to figure out what the next move is before I go stir crazy.
Sure. And yeah, back to
Social life.
Coupler. Yeah, it should just take you a handful of hours, right? And
It's a premium jacket.
Yeah.
Premium will take me 1 day to fix.
oh, a day. Okay.
Yeah,
So it is
premium.
the same as
yeah.
the upgrade invent table. if it's a day.
Yeah, because it is listed as premium, so it'll take me at least a day. So I'm not gonna fix it. I'm just gonna make some ammo because I feel like we're running low. I don't know how many people have shot, honestly.
I mean, I have
No, you're not
20...
running. You're not running that
I mean,
low on
I
ammo,
have
really.
8 bullets in my pistol and 21 beyond that, so...
Oh, okay, you're fine then. Okay, I won't need to make ammo.
Yeah, you can repair
Yeah,
it.
I'm
You
good.
can repair the armor if you want. I think people are good with ammo.
Okay then.
Yeah, I'm
You can-
good.
You can work on
I'll
that
take some time
today.
to fix it.
All right. So yeah, you work on that. What's that DV? Is it a 13?
No, if it's premium, it's a 17 to repair.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
premium.
Okay.
I think it's the same table. I don't know why.
Okay. Yeah. Then just
Unless there's what page is the repair stuff on? Do you know?
140.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
That's the
just
one I'm
make
looking at
that,
right
and
now.
then on Rio, what are you doing?
So
While he's working on that armor.
on Rio's plan is
Good.
oh, you got it.
Great roll.
Is so what he wants to do is he wants to go to basically the mall, quote unquote, get a biomonitor installed, pick up light armor jack, which is 100 EB, and then swing by, and then also he's gonna order the trauma team silver subscription, and then he wants to
Living
swing
the high
by.
life.
Yeah, and then he wants to swing by, to get, sell that Inquisitor data or whatever to Kid's buyer. So basically, in that order is what.
Okay. Well, that's a lot of
Rio
stuff.
wants to do today.
Yeah. Let's focus on the first part of that, which is kind of on Rio's solo activity, which get your biomonitor installed. What was the other thing?
Like a set of light armor jack, just the body equivalent.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. Yeah, get your basic shopping done for right now.
basically.
You.
Yeah, go get all that
She needs
done.
to get a social life. She needs
Who
to get
does?
out. Take Raven with you. She
Oh.
needs to get out.
I mean, if Raven wants to come, that's fine.
It's the mall. She can go look at shiny things. Pretty sure they sell guns.
Basic
Probably sell
basic
guns.
Yeah, you can do that. You can ride out with
Yeah,
them.
I mean, if Raven wants to go, like, it's not like I'm secretly.
It's just basic shopping.
Now,
You're gonna-
granted, at some point, unless I come back, the last stop would be Kid's place.
Yeah, no,
That's also why I want you to go to Rick Raven.
And take her with the two ones with guns.
Just a little bit.
That's fine. I'll go hang out with Rio, see what he's up to.
Keep him
All right,
alive.
so we'll take Raven with.
Yeah, and Raven, did you ever check out that very heavy pistol you took from that Russian mobster?
No.
Yeah, you always forget
I-
to do that. You always forget
Yeah,
to
I
check
have it.
out things. You have that. It's a high quality, an excellent quality, very heavy pistol with smart gun link in it.
So I'm keeping
Yeah.
this one then. I could trade out my old one and keep this new one.
Well, you don't. Do you have a smart gun interface? I don't remember. 'Cause you
I
need
been
that
brought
in order
up.
to use the smart gun, right? Or no?
yeah, hold on. I got something last time.
Yeah, I don't know if she remembered to write it down, but
I got interface plugs.
yeah, at the very beginning of season 2, when you started off at Kids Night Market, which you were trying to get to through season 1, you guys ended up at the
Yeah.
market. Raven bought the interface plugs and everything she needed to do smart gun link, except for having the actual smart gun.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
She did all
Right.
that, and then she did the therapy and all that, but had no time to get a smart gun or do anything because you spent all of season 2 hustling nonstop, getting people from Coupler's Pass, going to the meat market,
Right.
back the Aerozeps. It's just been nonstop,
Yeah.
But yeah, but hey, you just found it yourself an excellent quality, which gives you a +1. Smart gun, very heavy pistol, which gives you a +1 because now you can use your smart gun link. So
And
that's
I
a
had
really
2 packs of ammunition for that.
Oh yeah, and you found the ammunition there as well. So you got the 2 boxes. Yeah, that's right, couple. You guys don't need ammo at least for
Yeah, like I said, we
very heavy
you.
pistol. Raven's got 2
Yeah.
boxes of regular of that and 2 boxes of AP for that as well. So if anybody needs very heavy ammo, you got that for the very heavy pistol. But yeah,
Pistol.
Raven, you can ride out with Rio while he does some basic shopping. Hollow, what are you doing? Alexis is pretty much just resting at the warehouse. What's your plan? You can talk to her if you want, or if you have other plans, you can. It's up to you.
Okay. I'm gonna talk to her and try and find out exactly what she did. I'm going like, I'm on your side, but if I'm gonna fix this, I need to know what you did.
Yeah, give me a conversation roll.
Conversation roll?
Yeah, conversation skill check.
I should have put a luck on that.
You can use luck. It's just if you put it on afterwards, it's going to cost you 2 times the amount per point. If you want to.
Nah, I only have 1 luck left, so...
This is a new day. You have all your luck back.
Oh, okay. So, then I would have 5 luck.
Hey, you get more than 5, don't you?
Yeah, 7. She's using 2, right?
Oh, yeah. So you're saying you're using 2 then?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, cool. Yeah, you ask her. She's just, she seems very apprehensive at talking too much. She's just telling you, she's like, I just don't want kid to find out. I didn't even want you to get involved. That's why I wasn't even going to tell you until I got to my uncle's. I was trying to keep you safe. But, when I left the family in New York, I fucked up their job. I took just under $50K from that job to get to Night City and try to start new. And then to leave when they found me, I took almost $50K from the safe box bank at his Slammer Club. I was running the bar. I mean, it was right after New Year's, and I just kind of dipped out, and I was supposed to work the next days. And I set up my deposit to travel, and then the shit hit the fan, and I just haven't been able to figure it out since. I'm stuck where I'm at right now, but I still have all that money. Like I said, if we can just not tell kid, and we can just avoid the Sokolov family, I can give you guys some of the money to help get me to my uncle's, or like I said, if me and you can just get away, the offer still stands hollow. If me and you could run away, I have just over $100K, and we could start new somewhere.
That would be signing both of our death warrants. Like, pretty much the only thing I can think of is to try and fake your death. And that's a lot easier to do with a grieving girlfriend.
Well, whatever you can do to help. I have no one. I don't know what else to do. And if you don't want to get involved, I understand. You've been the only person I've had, and I definitely don't want to put you in danger.
I'm already committed to this. I'm just upset. I just want to be there for you, and this was hard. Like, I'm just shocked, and I just wish there was an easy answer. I wish you could just give back the money, but wait, maybe I could.
There's no giving back the money. They'll kill me.
Maybe did you do it digitally, or did you just take cash?
It's all cash.
It's all cash. I can't get Onryo to like wire it back and say it was a weird fucking glitch. I can't blame you. I rob places. I take money, but 2 times, starting to look like a habit. You either gotta stop stealing from dangerous people, or you gotta stop hanging out with dangerous people.
It's not my fault. I've had a fucked up life. I did what I had to do in New York. I left them. I couldn't take it anymore, but I didn't think that they'd find me all the way in Night City. I had nobody, and I didn't want to involve you. I had no other choice. The only money I had access to get the hell out of town was taking it from Kid. Believe me, it wasn't my first choice. It was my only choice. It was that or die. I don't know what else I could do. And now I feel like my only option is if I get to my uncle's, I can hide out, at least buy some time, figure out how to avoid this family or get rid of them. I don't know what else to do, but staying in Night City right now just doesn't seem like an option. I don't know. And I definitely don't want to run into Kid.
It's not an option. I just... I don't even know if they check dental records. How... Oh, God, Fuck, I'm gonna have to go to the morgue and find a corpse. It shouldn't be too hard to find something that's sufficiently mangled, but finding something that matches you... And as...
Do you think you have a way to fake my death?
I have enough friends, and I have enough, knowledge to at least bluff them out of going, like, grieving widow, and I have enough medical knowledge to go, like, yep, that's the right corpse, sir. But I don't know if he's gonna get someone else to verify. Like, I doubt he has your dental records, but he could.
Hollow, if there's a way that you can figure out that way, don't forget, I have the money. If you can figure this out, maybe I can start new as a completely new person. If you can fake my death, I don't know, maybe I don't have to run. Maybe I can completely change my face. I mean, I changed my name before. Why can't I just change everything?
I'm not a plastic surgeon, but I think I know one. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I just don't know what to do. I'm grasping at any idea I can find. I just don't know what to do. She starts crying again.
Yeah. Out of game, I'm just like, totally don't know what to do.
Rio actually has an idea, but it won't make sense until I get back.
Yeah, but they're definitely, emotionally, almost going in circles in that sense. I can feel that, Hollow. It seems like you and Alexis are kind of torn on options to do. There are some options here. It seems very emotional, and some of them are very dangerous, and it's kind of a tricky decision to make. Almost like chess, you kind of got to play these decisions out. I can feel the weight of these decisions, and it definitely doesn't seem easy. There's definitely a lot of things going on. Seems like if the rest of the team has ideas, you guys can get together and talk about that shit. But circling back around, Coupler's doing armor repairs. Raven,
I rolled reception to see if I could hear what they said.
Oh, okay, I didn't see that.
While I'm working on the jacket.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Once again, great perception.
So
Nosy.
I just want to. Of course I am. It's my shop. God damn it.
And while you're overhearing that, on Rio, Raven, you're getting all that done on Rio. With no problem. Just make sure you deduct the cost.
Yeah,
it's all just.
let me do that.
It's
now.
just mall installation, easy shit.
Yeah. And then I'm linking that biomonitor to my agent.
No problem. Yeah, you can get that done. Coupler.
Yeah, so I'm gonna knock on the what's left of this door frame because we walked the robot through it.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna sort of just like. First of all, Hollow throwing stones in a glass house. Doesn't matter what she did to do when she got here. We all have a past, so don't be judgy. I know your story.
I'm trying. I'm just frustrated.
Yeah, well, until you're comfortable telling the others, we can fake your death. We can show up. Does she have tattoos on her arms and stuff, or hands?
Oh yeah, she has a lot of light tattoos, EMP threading. I think I brought up that image of even just her neck and face had it all in that great token we had. Nice bright green mohawk hair. She's a pretty flashy chick.
Yeah. Well, the best way to do this, because getting a corpse that looks like her enough is going to be hard enough. Hopefully you're not too attached to what's on your arms. We show that to Kid, say that's all we could find of you. Let you start your new life either in Georgia or you're finding a really good biosculptor with all that money you took. I don't care about Kid. I'm not going to care about Kid. Rather a bullet between his head because there's nothing good about that guy, and he's going to murder us one day whether he wants to or not because he sees only profit. But that's my best options for you. It's up to you guys to figure it out, but I'll help any way I can. But yeah, Night City, this place is gonna cheer you up no matter what you do. Stay here or leave.
Yeah, Alexis just looks at you, Hollow. She's just like, I'm open to try whatever you all think will work. I have no one else to help me. I have the money I took to help whatever we need to do. I agree, whatever we do, I think if I can get to my uncle's, he can hide me out. He's the only actual family I have left. Other than that, completely changing myself is probably the only other option I can think would work of me staying in Night City. Other than that, I'd be too scared to stay here. Between the Sokolov family trying to move in and Kid working around here and everybody Kid knows, I wouldn't be safe. You know that.
Yeah. Sounds like an option is we give you a new cyberware arm. Take one you're willing to give up that has something that Kid will remember. Use that as proof. It's gonna suck, but at least if he gets too suspicious, you can always match DNA. Once you get to Georgia, spend that money to get a biosculpt. The hardest part is just getting you there. Driving you in the van is not going to be easy nor safe. And I already got enough people breathing down my neck, so... Unless you guys want to have a hell of a road trip there, we got to find another way to get you out of town. Because even if you get a biosculptor here, chances of Kid knowing them is too high. It's a pretty bad risk.
Kid knows everybody in Night City. It fucking sucks.
We could always try the church. Usually they're pretty decent and for the most part neutral. Might cost you a fairly good donation though. But that's the only other option.
Yeah, no.
Father Kevin might help you out, maybe.
Yeah, and right now Raven on Rio, you get done with everything. Getting what you needed from the mall, obviously, and getting it linked to your agent and such, your biomonitor, and you're good to go. You can make it back to the shop if you want to, join this conversation.
So did we want to make? Yeah, I guess we'll go back to the shop first, and then I'll that way I can say like, okay, I've got all my stuff done. Next stop is the Kid has some buyer for some of the Inquisitor data that we grabbed out of the van. Then find out what we want to, do we want to continue just saying like, oh, we don't know where it's going, or... So yeah, we'll head back to the base or the shop or whatever, warehouse.
Yeah, you can do that. You get back there, you see Coupler, Hollow, and Alexis, talking plans. As you enter, they're kind of talking about the possibility of faking her death, possibly changing her look, possibly taking her to finding a way to get her to her uncle's in Georgia, possible ways to
so yeah, if Onryo
keep
hears
the
some of
Sokolov
that,
family out of Night City.
I was thinking, again, Nostradamus, we could always see if he's willing, he is a media. We can always see if he's willing to write a story, again, related to the, if there's an option of, body parts, and be like, the only thing left of this person was, this arm or whatever, something that is obviously, yours, referring to Alexis or Janice or whatever.
Just call her AJ for now.
Yeah. And, maybe see if he's willing to do that. I mean, I'm sure, there'll be some money that's needed for this guy, but, he was really helpful with, at least getting us the info for the last job, even though no fault of his own, seemingly that has gone a little weird, but, we might have, an avenue that way.
Hey, you got your information. Don't complain. I'm the one that's getting fired.
Oh, I did. Yeah, we got the information we needed. Just obviously, ultimately, that seems
Is
to
her
have
uncle
gone.
even alive? Does she even know that her uncle didn't get, hurt by these guys or anything, since they know she was going to Georgia? Does she have any proof that he's still...
I don't think they know she was going to Georgia. They came upon her in
Oh, I thought she was
Downtown.
going straight to Florida then.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
was
she
Florida,
was
and
going
gonna
towards
jump off.
Florida and then was gonna jump off. So
Well, the only way can we figure out a way to do it by boat? The only way we have the water right next to us. Where does that water go?
That'd be
Well,
sea
that would-
man we have to deal with. That's a whole nother
Yeah.
story.
That'd also be a really long trip, I guess.
Oh, that would be crazy long if
Yeah.
you look at where you are and
that
where.
would be like.
Well, at least get down. You know, you don't have to go the whole trip. At least make it towards down the river a little bit or something. But
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean,
Oh,
you
there's
might
no
be able to get to,
downriver.
like-
There's like going all the way through around
No,
South
we're-
America, or
think San Francisco. Like that's
Oh,
right.
okay. I'm like, I don't even know where the,
Yeah, we're
I don't
basically
know.
in San Francisco. It's a little south of San Francisco, but
down
we're on
here.
we're on the ocean right there. So to go all the way around the U.S. one way or the other would be.
Turn on
oh, it's
anything, get her
more
out
than
of
just
here.
going around the U.S. Like I said, you're going around the whole continent and shit, trying to get
Well,
on
that's
that
what I'm saying.
side
It would
of
be
the U.S. yeah.
either have to go through the Panama Canal, which who knows what state that technically is in right now,
Sorry.
and
I just came back in.
I love when our dogs
Let me
just,
in.
when they just shove the door wide open. I'm coming in,
there's like blam.
Dogs.
and they just leave it
the
wide
door
open. I'm in. Door's open. What's up?
I win. Anyways, Nostradamus may be a path we can use. If
That's a lot more legitimate than just showing up to kid's place with our arm.
Yeah, I mean, we would have to find some way to the only thing I can think of is maybe some aspect of, her arm was found. Well, I don't know if we'd want to do that. I was gonna say in your burnt shop, but that leads a little too close to us. So yeah, I don't know. We would have to figure out some way to, or have Nostradamus figure it out. Like, this arm was
storyteller.
found. We'd have to drop, the arm off somewhere. But we can always ask, I guess.
Hey, it floated up on the beach.
Yeah. Maybe the
We'll just
arrows
leave it in a-
you know.
Exactly. Well, we
We
can just
also
drop
have,
it up in a, where is that? Little...
We also
Just
have the
across the
one
bay.
shop.
yeah,
we do
we'll
have
leave it on
one
the old Japantown near the old combat zone. We'll just
Well,
go
I was
across
gonna
the
say
river.
the where we met Elf.
Oh, God.
That building got pretty,
Yeah,
jacked.
screw Shank. I'm okay
But-
with that.
Yeah, PWB
I don't
says
know.
find a wood chipper and toss the arm beside it.
You fell in.
Yeah, I like that.
So that's one possibility that we can go talk to him, see what he says. But obviously, she would have to be willing to.
Yeah, I mean, you can go talk
that
to
route.
Nostradamus. You said you had some questions for him and stuff, and he's right across the street. So, at any moment, you could totally walk over there and try to talk to him. He's a bit of a hermit. 9
Yeah,
times
I
out of
guess-
10,
I
he's
guess
there.
Well, I mean, is that what Is that what the path we want to start going down?
I
I'll
approve.
ask everyone.
I don't care. I
Paulo,
want
it's your your friend.
We're choosing. We'll let her decide which arm she gets to lose.
Yeah, that's at this point, she's dedicating to having an arm removed. Is she good with
gonna do
that?
it.
So sassy. So sassy, Raven.
I'll take it off for her.
I mean,
Well,
I mean,
you can
Hollow knows.
surgically
Hollow
remove it,
knows
yeah.
that Alexis definitely said, she's willing to do whatever it takes to survive and get out of the situation. Obviously, go. She wants to try to escape Night City and get to her uncle's or start a new life or stop the Sokolov family from even coming there or whatever it takes. She definitely wants to avoid Kid. There's a lot of shit going on with her right now, but like she said, she's desperate. She's willing to do whatever. She just needs your guys' help. She has nobody else.
So, so what? I guess what I'll do is I'll walk over to our buddy Doc Brown. I mean Nostradamus,
Mr. Nostradamus.
Mr. Nostradamus.
The old school media. You can learn about the lore behind Nostradamus in the Cyberpunk RED book. He's one of the
Yep.
characters there in Night City. But yeah, you walk up, just a quick wave to the security camera gets the door open. He recognizes you right away. You've done business. You cleared out the warehouse across the street. Anybody not aware, you can catch up on the last episodes, the end episodes of the previous season to see, their first relationship with Mr. Nostradamus. But yeah, you come on in. All of you go over there. He's just excited to see you. And he's just, Unreal, come on in. Hey, sit down. Are we going to talk about this AI? I've been doing some research on this.
Yeah, so, we'll talk about that. I also have another thing that I'd like to, have you, if you have some info or some advice on how we might be able to accomplish a task that seems kind of up your alley, potentially.
I like puzzles. Let's figure it out.
So we have a person that we need to see about effectively faking her death. And we do have the ability if she has, some tattoos, where, on her arms, where, I was kind of thinking if we need to, we can take an arm, as proof, that, she is no longer among the living. And find a way to basically make her disappear in the eyes of Night City.
Well, this must be very serious if someone's willing to lose a limb to survive. They must be in some serious shit, huh?
Yes, that is maybe even an understatement, potentially.
Well, I mean, anything's capable of happening in Night City. Night City, it's the home of everything and anything. But, there are some limitations here. Exactly how dangerous are we talking? What kind of situation is this young lady in?
She just has some people after her that, we just want them to not be after her anymore.
Okay, well, it depends on what who the people are that are after her. Anything can be faked and acted out and staged and made to appear one way than another. And I definitely have the media outlets to make that happen. Obviously, everything comes at a cost, but let's not forget, even when you fake it and you have those costs covered, some of the seedier people out there might be able to see right through that shit. They might be able to find out exactly who was behind it. In which case, I maybe don't want to be attached. So, again, can you indulge in any more details? Exactly how dangerous are we talking? Who's involved here? What's going on here?
Well, to get more details, I would have to confer with the person to find out how much, like, if you really need all the details, I need to confirm with her that she's willing to hand that out.
Oh, I definitely need all the details. Like I said, it's possible, and I'm willing to help. We've worked before, and I know we can work together. But like I said, it depends. I'm not gonna get my hands wet if it involves blood.
Sure.
Coming back on my hands. But
so yeah, let me confirm with her while we're doing that. I'll send him through like my agent the contact number of this partner. Be like, here's the contact for the person, or maybe AI. Don't know, but I'm trying to obviously that's what we've talked about in the past, to see if I can figure out what or who that is to get a better idea.
This is very exciting. He gets the information. Yeah.
If you can look into that, I'll confirm with our other contact, see how far they really want to go, and while you're doing that, we'll see, and we'll get back to you. And then if you find something before then for some reason, although I think we'll be in touch quicker.
Yeah, definitely let me know. I've been investigating AI in general lately, and I can tell you that it has to fit into one of many categories based on agenda, and there's no telling what that could be or is becoming. It's been a long time, but I do have the original log of all AI registered and even some non-registered prior to Fourth War. But I don't know, maybe I can dig up some info, do some backlogging, and see if I can at least find the roots of this or some options. I don't know, but thanks for entrusting me with this contact info. And, if it's not AI, I'll get to the bottom of it just the same.
Sure. So, like, I'll let you go to that. We'll get back to you shortly on the other issue.
Sounds great. He turns around, opens that big safe, and you see him just instantly diving into his rows and rows of books and things. He's, like, frantically pulling some out.
Is he always running around with this plug in his hand, too?
Yeah, every time you come in, he's exactly in that position of that picture. And he doesn't move. It's really odd. The whole time you're talking to him, he's just...
That's funny. So yeah, I guess what I'll do is we'll start walking out. It's like, okay, how much detail do we want to give this guy? Do we want to give him every name and everything? Like, because if once we go down that path, there's pretty much no going back. And if he doesn't want to do it, or doesn't feel like it's worth it, then we've given that info for nothing. And that may be even more, problematic later. So I'm like kind of, mainly like Hollow, and then like when we get back, I guess talk to Alexis and be like, how do you want to just, it's found and maybe, like my only concern is if we find it and be like, hey, we found Janice's arm, like that's going to be a little weird if we like present it to Kid.
Yeah, we're not going to be the one to report it.
He might see through that.
And I don't know.
So I said, like, while they're I'll like leave you guys to figure that out. Like, how do we want to have Nostradamus do everything, which means we have to give him pretty much every bit of info we can, or do we find a different solution? But meanwhile, I still like Kid's waiting for me to go down there with the Inquisitor garbage.
That's up to Hollow and Alexis.
So I'll let them talk, and then while they're doing that, I guess I would, get like a cab to either and maybe grab Raven just so there's two of us if she wants to go. And then swing by Kids to do that business.
Yeah, you can do that.
Because I don't need the Inquisitor stuff, but he's obviously found some use for it, or somebody who wants the use for it, I guess.
Somebody that wants to get that bounty, I bet.
Yeah, since the Inquisitors are not exactly well liked by, as far as I know, really anyone.
Right. Yeah, you can do that. And Raven can roll out. Let's just take from where you are here to meet him. Let's just say you're going to do combat cab, get around there. We'll just deduct like 50 out of that.
Yeah.
And while Raven and Onryo are heading over to meet with Kid, and go over that info, what are Coupler and Hollow doing?
I'm fixing the armor. It takes me a day.
Okay.
So I'm stuck in the shop sewing. Freaking slave labor over here.
Yeah, Hollow, do you want to go with Raven and Onryo then?
I guess so. I spent some time cleaning up the surgery area a little bit more. Probably gonna need it again. Okay, so I go with Raven and.
Oh, you're gonna come with?
You just gotta be on your best behavior with Kid, because we're gonna go see Kid.
Yeah, that would be my only concern. Is like.
Yeah, it would be a good idea for me to be around Kid. We want me. We're.
Yeah, we don't know where you are. We're gonna play. We don't know where you are right now. You're working.
Yeah.
We're gonna say she's at work.
Yeah, I'll go protect Coupler.
All right.
Go protect Coupler.
You'll hang out and protect Coupler while he's fixing your armor, overseeing him, making sure he does a good job. And Rio and Raven, you guys can head over to Kid's bar spot where you meet in the basement. Go in there. Typical people hanging out. Bartender, same thing. Offers to give you a drink. You make your way down there. And as usual, same thing. Big gorilla-sized man opens the door, wearing a monkey suit. A couple dudes stand on either side of that. The desk in the back. Couple other monkey-sized, gorilla-sized men on either side of Kid, who's sitting at the desk smoking. Some fight replays on his TV. He's going through some some paperwork and stuff. But when you come in, he's just, oh, and Rio, baby, come on and sit down. Let's talk. Raven, cool, you came too. Yeah, come on in, sit down.
Yeah, I mean, we'll sit down.
Yeah, so what's
Yeah,
up?
I'll pull out the one extra cyber duck that I also want to sell, and see, like, you know, do you have somebody, or are you willing to buy this off of me for later night market, or?
Yeah, okay. He takes it. He looks at it. He's like, any programs on it? What's this got?
No, it's just blank.
Yeah, no problem.
I do have 2 programs if you want them. You can sell those to you as well, but it's just right now it's blank.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. I'll take it. He tosses it to the side, gives you 50% of the book price, which is pretty standard.
Yeah, so it's just
Not gonna haggle.
no, not with kid.
Yeah, and he tosses it down. He's like, all right, cool. Yeah, so any update on Janice? What the fuck? Where has she been? Did you talk to your girl?
Still, yeah, she hasn't heard from her. We haven't seen her. So, do you have any leads? Because, like, we're not hearing anything with some of the other jobs that we've got.
No,
Do you have somewhere to go? Like, what last you were dealing with her? Or
last I saw was my
spot. She
spot.
just disappeared.
Completely. Let me tell you, completely disappeared after a gig. That's why I'm saying I'm a little bit worried. I'm worried about
After
her safety.
a gig she did, or a gig that another group did?
No, our gig. She's working for me, and she never came back for the next night. She hasn't come in. She was booked for the next few nights. After that, hasn't been around. Starting to worry about her safety. I've called. It goes straight to voicemail.
And nothing from her. Presumably, there's more than one bartender, right? I would ask, like, you know.
Oh yeah, I mean,
there's a bartender that we just passed. He hasn't talked to her, hasn't heard anything.
No, not at all. And I mean, he's my spot here. He works the club, but I mean, I've got her doing all my events. You know, she pretty much is my number one for events, so I have to call in my backup. But you know, she doesn't know shit. She's just pretty much a temp. But yeah,
do you know where she lives? Like, where she's staying? Like, you know, I don't know much about her, and you know, we've just seen her a couple times with you, and we won party a while back. But
no, I mean, that's what I was hoping. You know, your girl might know where she stays. Any more details? You know, last she was staying, she's not there anymore. I know she moved from there like months ago, somewhere in the old combat zone, but I have no idea where she's been living.
There's nothing there at the location you're talking about?
No,
or do you need to investigate that?
No, I mean, I already checked in. She no longer lives there. Apparently, she moved out of there months ago to some place in the old combat zone, but I don't know where she moved. I figured your girl Hollow would know, since she's been getting nice and friendly with her. But yeah, nothing.
Yeah, last time we saw her was at some party that I was invited to.
When was that?
Oh, it was like New Year's. That was a while back.
Okay, well, yeah, fuck. That was the day before the last day I saw her. And what's your girl saying? Isn't she dating her or some shit?
She hasn't heard from her either. Like, she's worried too. That's why I was hoping you had at least some leads.
All right, give me a persuasion.
You better have luck.
I'm gonna dump all my luck on this. So all 5 luck.
There's a reason I stayed at the shop.
Yeah, go for it.
So it'd be 17.
Wow. Literally, you know, I'm just going to tell you this because of how this always fucking works out for you with luck on Rio. Literally contested 1 point above. Literally. And I'm not even lying to you. Not even lying.
That's great.
And it's funny because
always with that extra luck.
Right. And if there wasn't a ever so dangerous moment to really need that. So yeah, he's just, you say that, and he's just like, yeah, well shit. He's like, yeah, same thing for me, you know, nothing back, nothing, and now her voicemail's full. Either way, you know, if you can
I'll put some feelers out and
keep
see
digging
if
around.
I can, you know, get some other stuff. But yeah.
Rio, baby, you know, if I can trust anyone to try to help me out, it's you. So, dig around, man. Use your use your street skills or something. Find something out for me. I'm gonna keep digging around too.
Yeah, I'll poke at some data pools, see if I can see if anybody else is looking up her.
Yeah, and if you could, maybe have your girl, that girl Hollow, give me a call. I'd love to talk to her a little bit about Janice. Just see if she knows a little more, maybe.
Okay. But you called me here for a different reason. You
Yeah.
said you had a buyer for that Inquisitor data.
Yeah, completely forgot. Fuck. Yeah. So I got a buyer. Well, I've got a couple, but let me tell you, I got it down to the number one possible source here. Now I can't. can't assist you on this one. It's a little bit sticky for me, but you can totally handle it. The guys definitely want it. They're interested. The point of contact for you is going to be my boy Busho. I can't really fuck with him too much more because he's part of the Tiger Claws. Let me just tell you that. He runs a division of them. As you know, with the whole Yakuza thing, I try to stay away from old Japantown and anybody associated. Not that they're in with them so much, but just not really my part of town lately, as of late. So,
Sure.
But I can set it up. He's still a good boy of mine. I told him what you got. Definitely interested. As you know, pretty much there's not a gang out there that can't stand those fucking assholes, the Inquisitors. He said, it depends on what info you have. I told him that you had some records of home base or to lead to them or something. I mean, you never were really clear with me what you had, but he said depending on what it is, he could pay you, thousands. And I've already worked out him a little finder's fee depending on what he buys it from you as. So I'm all good. You just got to go there and try to get the best deal you can. Hopefully it comes through. I get my cut. You hook him up. Everyone's happy, and fuck it. Inquisitors are taken out of the picture.
Yeah, they're not. I'm not, fans of them. I'm sure they're not fans of me, and I kind of, mess with my interface plugs and shit. So yeah, send me the contact info, and I'll get with them, and we'll hopefully get a deal scored away, and you get your fee, and I can get some money, and visitors can get, maybe what's coming to them.
Sounds good, baby. He fucks with his agent. Your agent bings. You see an address there. Looks like it goes to some small cafe in old Japantown.
Okay.
And he's like, yeah, keep me posted on that shit. And yeah, don't forget, keep me posted on Janice. Tell your girl Hollow, hit me up.
Alrighty. Appreciate it. And thanks again for buying that cyber deck.
Yeah. You come across any other shit, let me know.
Yep, I'll let you know for sure. You're my first stop as far as selling stuff of that nature. So then I'll get up and be like, I'll check with you later. And then walk out.
Okay, he goes back to the shit he's doing. You leave.
As I'm walking out of the building, I'm just like, Christ. Oh lordy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was sweating for you on that persuasion roll.
I know.
Not even gonna lie.
I was bullshitting a lot there.
Not even lying.
I'm like, oh lord.
I've been sitting there the whole time trying not to laugh and behave. I'm like,
It's one of those. Yeah, it's one of those GM moments. It's like I know it's appropriate, but I'm worried to carry through with being honest.
About what it's gonna go.
You know, I'm like, shit. We have to do this.
Yeah. And my persuasion's okay. And my cool is like average.
Yeah.
So it was still, it was
well,
like,
I got a 16.
What did I end up ultimately actually rolling?
No, and
actually,
I
rolled a 2.
Wow.
So if it weren't for the luck, that's why I said like the luck is the only real.
Unbelievable. All right, cool. But yeah.
Right, so yeah,
you're out of there. You can make it back to Coupler and Hollow at the spot.
Yeah.
Coupler's working on the armor. Hollow is standing above Coupler like this, making sure he's doing a good job. Gristle's belly
Next
up.
time she's working on surgery.
Oh yeah, she can clean up the surgery room in between supervising you. But yeah, you get back there. Everyone's hanging out.
All right.
Yay, you're still alive.
I am still alive. That came real close because I very much didn't tell him anything about, our friend in here, kind of, and I'll point to, Alexa / Janice / whoever. AJ, yeah, I won't start saying AJ. But yeah, he's definitely interested in trying to figure out where she's at. And I'll mention to Hollow, and he's interested in maybe talking to you at some point. Because he really thinks that you,
have more information.
Have more info because you were, quote unquote, dating her.
Yeah.
But right now he seems like he has no info outside of she just disappeared. Because he
knows that she moved. Right, don't forget that
moved
part.
months ago, yeah. So I guess
it sounds like the way he mentioned, and just to clarify that, if that was a little confusing in that conversation, it definitely sounds, because don't forget, Alexis lives in the old combat zone. Yeah. Sounds like maybe she lived somewhere else months ago that kid knew about, moved months ago to the old combat zone. He never knew the new spot.
Yeah. So, like, ultimately, she's and he doesn't seem to have any info of where he would even point me to. So I mean, I guess that's good, but yeah, at some point, she does need to disappear. So either, it almost sounds like maybe Nostradamus might be the way to go, and theoretically we have the money if she's willing to use some of the money she has.
I ain't giving her money.
But well, she supposedly has a shitload, I believe.
I'm a robber.
So yeah, I again, I kind of point to, like, do we want to have Nostradamus, clue him in and see if there's a way that he can make her disappear?
It's kind of risky him knowing that it's Kid you're trying to hide. Wouldn't it be risky?
Well, he doesn't know. He doesn't. I mean, he may know who Kid is, but Kid has nothing to do with him, as far as we know.
Yeah,
we were put on by him by Ziggurat.
Yeah, I know. Are we going to put him at risk with Kid?
I mean, that's up to him if he wants to take that risk. It may just end up being we have to make it worth his while.
Right.
When he talks to Night City.
But,
guys?
So far, Kid isn't on the murder us list. It's a long list.
Not yet. And, like, I was able seemingly to convince him, luckily I'm not great at lying, but, he seemed very, convinced of at least what I said. So, I was able to persuade him that, I didn't know where she was at. But yeah, I mean, the longer she stays here, the more likely that, she may run into issues.
Yeah, we need
obviously she needs to get out of the city. So, I mean, ultimately the idea would be to, if we can fake her death or somehow make it to where she's, less likely to be chased because it's not worth the effort, i.e. she's dead, so there's no point in catching her. Then, she can hopefully at least get out of the city and start a new life of some sort. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But meanwhile, we have to be willing to give all the info to Nostradamus or find a different solution. That's the solution I know of.
Yeah.
Yep.
But he's gonna he's gonna own our asses.
Who doesn't own half our asses already?
Yeah, really. Well, that's just it. Is what we're saying is we tell Nostradamus all the true stuff. Now, if he doesn't want to deal with it, now obviously that gives him the info to later. He's an information broker as it is, so
he can sell it to the highest bidder.
He would be the one that we would know, but hopefully, media,
well, how close is he to Kid?
He's not
as far as we know.
So we don't know that.
Ziggurat's the one that he has nothing to do with them, as far as we know.
I would say, how much do we want to put him at risk with crazy Kid coming after him or something crazy, or knowing who he is?
Well, we would have to know the risks.
Yeah, we would have to
tell him.
He'll
say yay or nay to it.
Yeah, we'd have to tell him about Kid. That's my point, is we would have to give him all the info. And either he says yay, he's like, fine, it'll be X number of eddies, or he's just like, look, I don't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole. You're on your own. But
all right, let's flip a coin.
My guess is he's, it just may be a matter of money, depending on what the risk is, risk reward type situation. So, what do you guys want to do?
I say do it. It's Janice. It's AJ's best chance right now.
And at this point, AJ is just like, whatever it takes. Like, if she's okay with this, and I'm asking that kind of to Rob, who's
I mean, all conversations that Hollow has had with Alexis have been, Alexis doesn't know what to do. She just is desperate, wants to survive.
So she's basically leaving it in our hands.
Exactly. She just seems very willing to do whatever Hollow says this is what we should do to keep you alive. And let me add this. The only thing
Hollow.
Yeah, and let me add this. The only thing that Alexis has to offer or has suggested is, I've got an uncle in Georgia that can hide me out if I can get there. But again, she doesn't want to do the whole nomad travel by herself, or even be on that exact convoy now, because she knows the Russian guys saw that she was going to try to do that. And now some of them lived and all that. That's kind of the only thing that she's been able to offer or talk about. Other than that, she's relying on Hollow and y'all to tell her what to do. You know what I mean?
And we don't really have any way of getting her there ourselves. I mean,
Road trip.
not equipped to
well, like I said, you did.
You can tail end the back of the Nomad convoy.
Yeah, I mean, there are some ways that you can pull that off. I mean, people do travel.
Sure.
9 times out of 10, they hire the help of a Nomad pack or a convoy. That's the safe route through Badlands and such. But like I said, you guys did do a little bit of library search and research. You did see it is kind of possible to pull off doing it without being actually in the convoy and things like that. But with the roles that you got, you weren't able to research enough info on exactly how to pull that off. But it is possible to do that.
I mean, that would be the other way, is we can just say, like, rather than, faking her death, find out if Nostradamus, like, it would probably be safer for him, and potentially, of just what is the best way, not using the Aldecados, that we can get her just out of the city across country. So that would be the other option. I mean, either one, that would just be like, give me a way to, like, get somebody out of here, and that would be the kind of the end of, he wouldn't need to write a story or do anything of that nature. And we can just see if, that's the way, or, obviously that doesn't stop him from trying to find her, in Florida or Georgia or whatever. Obviously,
she wants
if it's convinced that she's dead, then they have nothing to chase at that point.
No.
I think death is probably the best long-term. Wow, Raven, really?
Joe, I might have to stab you for that one.
What'd she say? I missed it.
I said just kill her. Let's just get this over with. Not in a sense of killing her like right now, but kill her off in the sense that she's dead and everything she's dead. Just like, let's carry up and move on.
Write the story.
All of you are talking on how to do this, and Raven just rolls a stealth, sneaks aside, slits her throat, comes back, goes, problem solved.
Yikes.
That would be a Raven thing to do.
I don't know if she's that low on empathy.
No, she's not. She's not that evil.
Like
remember, the empathy only meant how well she reacts around people.
Right now,
Doesn't mean that's not her core personality.
That is like cold-blooded murder at that point.
So,
like, if you had a Russian guy at a motel for no other reason than we just had a hunch.
We had a pretty good hunch.
I mean,
you killed that one tech for no reason in the hallway because he was shooting at you because you were robbing his neighborhood.
God, you're going way back at that point.
Exactly. We killed a lot of people. Some of them only justifiable.
He was shooting at me and would not go the other direction. He had to die.
That's because we were shooting at his neighbors.
Raven's never going in circles. Let's figure out what we're gonna do because we're getting stir crazy.
Coupler's holding grudges from like.
I know, damn.
Coupler has PTSD at this point for the amount of bodies he's left.
Yeah.
Hey, it's not my fault these people are getting in our way.
Exactly. Cold-blooded.
So I mean, again, it's one or the other. Either we try to
say
get
we
them
do
to
it
fake the
Nostradamus.
death. Well, fake the death idea.
It's probably the best for AJ.
That's her only safe bet. If she's still alive, they're just gonna keep hunting her down and looking for her.
Exactly.
She's gonna have to kill her.
Well, Hollow. I haven't heard what
The Nostradamus seems to be like the least likely likeliness of her dying with leaving her with the most amount of body parts.
Voluntarily.
Yeah, voluntarily. Well, plus she still needs like a couple more days to like recover from her current injuries, so.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what her body is, but she was to 0 plus whatever her body and will ended up being increasing her to.
She got that booster though. Like I said, a couple more days and she'll be to full HP. She just needed like 4 days total. But she got, like I said, that what is it? The boost heal or whatever.
Speed
heal. Sorry, my mind went blank. I was trying to figure. But yeah, she at least had that, so that gave her a jump start. She just needs a couple more days to get back to normal.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if that's the case, then we'll head over back to our buddy Nostradamus, and
See what our future
we'll
holds?
we'll give him all the info.
Okay. Yeah, you guys
Or
go
it's a
back over
different
there, and
train.
again, you pretty much wave, and he lets you in. And you get in. You're back already. Okay. So what's the plan? You need help faking a death, hiding a body, getting them out, or what's going on?
Yeah. So in the interest of not spending the next 15 minutes explaining, like I'll tell him everything.
Okay. Yeah.
The kid's looking for him. This fixer kid.
I want to role play this out on Rio, please.
Oh, if you want
you
to,
need
we
to.
can.
Yeah, let's spend the next half an hour completely.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
I
Yeah, you
figured
tell him.
just in the speed-wise.
Yeah,
but yeah,
totally.
basically we tell him everything, or I tell him everything, whatever.
Yeah, no problem.
And just basically like, that's, she's being chased. We're trying to, get her to where she's not being chased, by both this, kid fixer and then, this family that she apparently was pissed off.
Yeah, okay. This is definitely a twisted, crazy story here. Lots of moving parts and people, and I can see why you were apprehensive. It's lots of dangerous players here in play here. It seems like your best move here is maybe fake her death, take her completely out of the picture. Maybe everyone that wants her dead will just relax. They'll think she's already dead. I can make it happen. It sounds like with everyone involved, it's going to be a bit pricey. This isn't exactly something I can just use my contacts to release some type of rumor or story and pretend it's true and no one's going to dig around. It sounds like the people involved are all going to fucking dig around, and yeah, I don't want Nostradamus to be wrapped up in none of that. So let's figure out a fair price. It looks like typically with something like this, I could probably, get the story rolling, make it appear she's dead, possibly even get you the credentials and things you need to make a new person out of her, and it would be right around 50K. Now, obviously, that's not going to count any cost that you might have to make her a new person. I mean, we can say it all we want, but if anyone's really looking for her and they run into her, they're going to know she's not dead. So
Oh, sure.
she needs to leave
obviously.
town or change her look or do something along those lines. But when it comes to the credentials, the paperwork, the reports, anything that needs to back that up, I can get it handled.
Okay. That it probably is doable.
And just so you know, those types of credentials, does anybody have... or no, you guys don't have Streetwise or whatever, right?
I think I do. I thought, or no, not Streetwise.
Streetwise? I mean, I have Streetwise.
No,
That's different than local expert, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Local expert would just be where you're at.
Yeah. So I have Streetwise.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Give me that.
So 14. I mean, mine isn't very high.
Yeah,
but
not that bad, but I just wanted to see if you'd hit like a basic 13 to know that, typically something like this, like on the street, you might know, like, if this was a normal, get new credentials, change your name, all that sort of stuff, new passport, new whatever you need to be a new person, minus the look. If it was normal, like a normal exec, normal Joe Schmo, whatever, it might be half that cost. It might be around that 25K mark to get everything looking legit and legal, like you're a new fucking name and person, you've been born somewhere and all that good stuff. The fact that it's attached to some dangerous people, whether it be a syndicate family, kid being involved, being a dangerous fixer, all that sort of, it's going to require a lot more things being covered up, swept under the rug. Certain people can't be involved with the new credentials because you can only have other people do it that won't talk as much as these people, because when bad people are involved, they'll start greasing palms or digging around or threatening people to find out. You know what I mean? So in this case, it's definitely 2 times the cost with that 50K just to give her a new persona or whatever. And then you're still going to have to change her look or do whatever you got to do beyond that to seal the deal, obviously. You know what I mean? But he can help, and it'll be 50K.
Okay. Let me confirm with my group here. because I also have an idea of, there's obviously body sculpting. I kind of look over at Hollow.
Oh, on Rio, on that point, I was looking it up in the book. Body sculpting is actually really cheap and not that
very
hard to do.
expensive, yeah.
Yeah, I was actually a little bit amazed by that. So unless they're going to turn into a cat girl, it is possible to do really easily.
Oh yeah,
it's like terrifyingly easily.
Yeah,
it's really easy. And if you,
it's cheap, even if you have a hospital do it, let
and,
alone.
And outside of game, I mean, well, in and meta or whatever you want to call it. I mean, think of how fun it would be for Hollow to be able to make her girlfriend look exactly like she wants. That's fun.
Stuff to unpack there.
Designer girlfriends.
Oh,
So yeah, I mean, body sculpting is certainly easy, and she supposedly has the money, so as long as she's willing to part with that, a chunk of that, it sounds like we have an option. So I'll kind of look at Hollow and be like, well, here's the option. You want to talk to her and confirm, what if that's what we want to do.
Yeah, and while you guys are kind of conversing about that, just so Nostradamus kind of interrupts a bit, and he's just like, yeah, and figure it out, because if we get the process going, it's only going to take me about a week to get everything solidified paperwork wise. So within that week, if she can work on her look, everything could happen.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan. Thank you. I appreciate this.
Coupler's not even there. He doesn't care.
So yeah, I guess we'll. Couple's like, fuck it, don't, whatever. So
I got armor to fix.
We'll
You can chime in though, Coupler. I'm not going to keep you out of conversation. Your agents are all connected. You can hear you're working on armor, but you can be listening and chiming in if you want.
Yeah.
Go ahead, contribute to conversation.
Oh no, I'd rather listen to music. I hear Raven's voice enough already every day.
Yikes.
What, bitch?
Well then, all right.
Damn.
Tell us how you really feel. All right.
So yeah, I guess
We'll start trying to get adopted.
What I'll do is let me go, because she got the money, so we'll get it, bring it back, and then you can start on that process. Do you need to see her, or?
No, I don't need to see her. I just need to get the process started. I mean, let me know name that she wants to go by. If she has a preferred birth location, I can update all kinds of records. I mean, just tell me preferred info. I'll get it set. The last piece of info that I will need, though, is once she goes through whatever change she goes through, make sure I get those images, and I'll add those to records and any printouts she might need with ID cards if she's going that route. As you know, a lot of people don't even fuck with IDs. That's up to her.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess we'll get back to you with the money, and we'll get that process started.
You know where to find me. It sounds good. Glad to help, and I'll let you know if I find out anything else about that possible AI situation. We'll see what the hell that's about.
Yep, that would be much appreciated.
Yep.
So we'll start heading out.
Yeah, he goes back to holding his plug.
I find it only a little concerning that I don't think this entire time we've been playing that Coupler has ever overheard Onryu talk about the AI, so it is something he does not know anything about.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. Well,
None of us know what
possible
he's talking
AI.
about.
I don't know. That's what I'm maybe trying to find with Nostradamus.
Yeah, because
call him Al.
and also if you look at the past few months of you guys working together, in these seasons outside of game, but in the past months that you guys have been doing this, there hasn't been any gigs from the AI. It only randomly hits you out. We'll say handful of times a year at most, maybe, with random gigs, jobs to get paid or do things. But in the past few months, he really hasn't hit you up with jobs, whoever it is or whatever it is. And the only
think I asked it.
I was going to say, yeah, the only time that you ever talked to him, you hit up that number asking about something, and it gave you some brief information about it at one point. But that was about it. So I would definitely say
anything crazy, yeah.
Right. So I would definitely agree with Coupler on that sense. I think for game's sake, Coupler, probably no one would know about the AI except for now. Hollow and Raven overheard you mention it to Nostradamus, and maybe Nostradamus mentioned it last time you and y'all were there. But other than that, yeah, you never have really had the conversation about it.
Yeah.
And if you want to, when you get back, why don't you engage in the conversation with Hollow and Alexis about the money, make sure all that's on the same page so I know the planning with that for Nostradamus and things. Then have that conversation on Rio with the rest of your team about AI if you want, and feel free, to give it some history or style. You can make up some things from the past with it if you want. We know that it's had you do jobs here and there. Feel free to give it some spice if you want and have fun with it,
Yeah, I mean, it's just, as everybody kind of looks at me like AI, like,
right.
Oh, just some partner that, I've kind of dealt with over the, last, couple of years since I've really gotten into Night City. Never figured out, it's always been kind of a faceless, no voice, very monotone person. There's no personality there. So I don't know if it's just a person blocking that, so I can't tell who it is, or, it certain things and how it talks seems more computer than man or woman. So that's what I'm, Nostradamus said he might have some ability to look into it, and I'm curious on, because if it's an AI, like, AIs are a little weird. They were not exactly, they usually have their own use for things, and they don't necessarily line with most things that maybe people want. So, I kind of want to know. So that's where, why I'm, that came up.
Coupler's just gonna give that, as he's working on the armor, like, really skeptical look of like, yeah, that AI is some punk kid down in the zone, just with a AI with a digital fetish there. Like,
it may be, and I'm just curious. They used to get more jobs from it. Haven't gotten much. Obviously, I've been working with a lot of stuff with you guys, and it hasn't really even given me any info of late. So I don't know if it's less available or something else has happened with that contact.
Yeah, maybe what we can say, so we can make sense of that too, since it's only been a few months, is maybe throughout the year it seems to cycle you in on potential gigs. Maybe there's like a few months of handful of potential gigs, then few months of silence where maybe you hit it up for questions if you need, otherwise you don't really hear from him, her, it, or whatever. Few months on, few months off. Maybe it seems to cycle gigs. The other thing, I can do it because I already kind of know what I want to do with this story arc and things, whatever, obviously. But you can totally have fun with this. This is part of your life path. Why don't you tell the team, maybe in the past when it's cycled in gigs, what types of gigs or what types of things has it had you do in the past? Kitty.
I would say most of them, and we can say some of those might be the hustles or whatever.
Yeah, whatever you want. I think
looking into, like,
you can put some flavor in that,
like old, in the old, abandoned areas, maybe trying to, find like either programs or abandoned access points, or maybe even potentially in the hopes that one of these abandoned buildings might have an old access point to the original net. And maybe that's, again, that's, those type of jobs, it tends to always lead to, finding either old info or stuff that's related to the old net, or,
like
stuff that's tangentially related to the old net. And, it seems like, maybe it's trying to find ways out. And that's another reason why it's like, more like maybe an AI or something, because obviously that's more related to the behind the old net, and why that was shut down, and obviously Art Moss.
Yeah, no, I love that. I think that makes a lot of sense.
Let some things alone. So
yeah, no, that's really
if you're looking for the old, if you're looking for the old net, you're just looking for a quick death. I know you've fried your brain enough times.
Yeah, but I'm not there yet as far as net running goes. That's why those are always maybe dicier jobs, but
that's a gamble. I'd rather play with Kid than go deal with that.
This kid's human.
At least
Maybe.
Kid I can shoot back.
Kid multi classes into a net runner and meets you on the original net. Oh shit! It's like,
oh god, he's on the game grid.
Yeah, he's compounding his danger. Oh shit! But yeah, that makes a lot of sense, man. That's been your history with this person or AI or whatever the fuck it is.
Whatever
It's been
it is,
cycling you in and out every few months, it seems like. But it always does seem to be old architecture, old tech, old system, old access points. Definitely seems like it's digging around for something. Or like you said, trying to find an access to original internet or something to get out or whatever it is. It's definitely some
or
old
info of how to do that. Maybe,
yeah,
or...
and I like the idea. It's always some old shit. It's never reaching out to new tech, new gigs, things like that, like your normal jobs for hire.
Yeah.
Hence why it always seems like, is this AI? Something's weird about it.
Yeah.
Aside from that, you guys are all back with Alexis. To streamline it, we'll say you fill in Alexis on the potential plan of all that with Nostradamus. And she just looks to Hollow and is just like, Hollow, whatever you think will work, I'll do it. I have nobody else. I have no other options. I trust you. You're the only one I trust. So whatever you want me to do, I'll do it.
The best bet is changing how you look and you disappearing.
Then that's what I'll do.
Okay, so we have someone who can help you with a new identity. It's going to be expensive, but you said that price wasn't too much of an issue.
I have the money I took. How much is it going to cost me?
Okay, I tell her the price.
Yeah, she has that because, like you know, she took like 100K or whatever, and this is Nostradamus wants 50K to push all the papers, and then like we said,
No, kitty, stop eating that.
whatever, and then obviously whatever beyond
That's
that, the
always the cat
biosculpting.
thing.
And that's not that expensive beyond that.
Yeah,
so.
biosculpting. I
Right.
did not realize
So
until
it's fine. So
literally
she's got
1,000.
yeah. So she can easily get all that done. It's all within budget. And she tells you that. She says, "Yeah, I can do it. If that's what we're doing, then let's do it." I know that they're expecting the boys back within the week. They're gonna know what happened. If you didn't already call and tell them, I'm sure they're already making plans to come and find me or do whatever they're gonna do. So the sooner the better. If we have to go get my money, then we need to do that right away too.
Wait, what?
Huh?
I thought
Where's
she
your
had
money?
the money.
No, I stashed the money outside of the city.
Oh, good.
Ah.
I stashed the money I had from New York on the way in,
Something new.
and I went and stashed the money I took from Kid. I wasn't gonna try to keep it in city. I didn't know where to put it, and I wasn't gonna put it in a bank. I wasn't gonna keep it in my
Yeah.
mattress. I had to get it away from people. So if we can go and pick it up, we can make everything happen.
Well, you can't leave. You have to stay hidden. So start drawing a map or writing it down.
Yeah, she starts writing some.
You know, there's
shit
the thing
down.
called GPS, Raven, right? It's a bunch of little numbers. They point us in the right direction.
Doesn't matter.
She's drawing it. She's drawing an old school pirate map with an X and everything.
What did he? I was gonna
I
say with
want
an
that.
X. X marks the
I want
spot.
that.
Raven wants that. That's what she's getting. But yeah, it looks like it's basically probably almost a full day's travel outside of the city, kind of heading inward. In fact, I have, and I want to bring this up because I've been wanting to use it, and I found it online. I was digging around for maps. I know it's 2020 based, but this is what they took the writers of Cthulhu, which are the ones that made the Night City map, and I believe they're working on altering for 2045, but they at least made this one updated, I believe, from Land of the Free, but I don't know if that's what it was altered from.
No, it looks like landed free.
Yeah, and if anybody wants to, or can, take that original and alter it so it's actually clear. When I try to upload on Roll20, obviously there's a 5 megabyte max, and it makes it blurry to zoom in, so I've been trying different dimensions and resolutions, but it's just so big, so I don't know whether we should do it in sections or what, but it's at least enough to kind of see what's going on. Obviously, Night City is over here. Right here. Right there.
Oh,
Sorry.
they sort of what was that?
What did you say?
Retcon there? Oh, no, I was
Actually,
trying to
a
remember
little
if
lower than I thought, but yeah.
Yeah, they retconned it. I think it's supposed to be like in Monterey or Morro Bay. now? I
It's
think a little
Morro
more
Bay.
north.
Morro Bay.
It's supposed to be Morro Bay,
Morro
which I
Bay.
think is closer to like where Monterey. It might even be
Well, either way,
a
this is
little, but yeah, that's close enough.
this
for
is
what
where they
our
put it
purpose is.
from the land of the free map, and you know, regardless, that's not what matters as much as the fact that she's saying that basically, if you go over almost into Nevada, just over the border there, she says there's she gives you the GPS. Obviously, you can have the exact coordinates. She also draws the map with an X and everything for Raven. But it leads, it leads over into Nevada. There's basically just a little town that's just rubbled. She says it's pretty much a ghost town. But when she was traveling through and making her way to Night City from New York, she was able to, come through this and stash the money there. She actually put it behind a certain lockbox. There's, an abandoned bank or safety lockboxes. Sorry, my mind's going blank with the name. I'm trying to bring up the sheet, but it's not coming
Actually,
up.
no, that is this map actually is accurate.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now again. It's like,
Well, regardless,
Yeah, that's fine,
right,
but I'm just
right about here. Sorry, is where you're going to want to go. Just over the border into Nevada. And it's an abandoned bank in that abandoned town, and it's behind one of the safety lock boxes there. And she gives you the number, the info for it, the address, the GPS, even draws the map with an X. And like I said, it's only probably about a day's travel. But she explained, she's like, it was abandoned when I was coming into Night City. Left it there. No one was around. Even a day's travel leading in, even a day's travel leading over into Cali. She's like, nothing, nothing was there. You'll see it's pretty much a ghost town, but if you can get it there and get it back, she's like, we can spend it on whatever it takes to make me a new person, any of the biosculpting. And like I told Hollow, I'll even pay you guys for helping me.
yeah.
it was like right here, you said, right?
Yeah.
I hate you a little bit, Rob, because there are like no roads that go there, and this is all mountain. This is all mountain range. Like, we're gonna die going off a cliff.
Basically, yeah. I mean, there's a couple.
Yeah, there's
ways
no
to get
major
there.
highways going there. It's an abandoned town right over the border, but it's all just pretty much, off roads and stuff. Keeping in mind, not all the roads are on this map. If you haven't guessed,
Oh yeah,
Well, yeah.
this is just major highways.
If you look at
In
the
our-
real,
in
like
our
the normal
cargo
map,
map.
is Yosemite. It's
Right.
Yosemite.
yeah.
Yeah.
In our cargo van. God, we're gonna die.
Yeah, there's literally 4 main roads in the whole country, and that's all you have to work with. But no, yeah, but you are right. Yeah, it's it's definitely through some rough badlands. It's all side roads and shit like that. It's gonna take like I said, a whole day's travel just to pretty much get there. But that's where she has it stashed on her way in, and she made it back out there. PWB says plane. Yeah, maybe hire some nomads, fly you over there.
Yeah.
But yeah, either way.
Buy them.
But she's down for it, like she said. She's pretty much trusting Hollow. Whatever you guys say, whatever the plan is, that's where her money is. She trusts you all to go and get it. Like I said, she needs a couple days. She's down. She's pretty much scared anyways, terrified. She's just going to stay in your warehouse and heal for a couple days if that's the plan. But
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna pull on Rio aside.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I love her. Like, I like her.
Aw.
But 2 times a pattern. I don't want to be the 3rd time, so keep an eye on our finances. I don't want her disappearing with our stuff. Like, it's
broke to be
a big
robbed.
potential.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't know what finances like we
Oh,
have.
you're the one who's always robbing shit.
Well, there's nothing in the shop has nothing right now other than that mech that is broken to all hell and gone. There's really nothing in here that she can take.
Yeah, we all have our cash, our eddies on ourselves.
Yeah, and it's not like we have that much, or at least I don't. So again, we have it on us. So
Yeah.
other than the mech or causing, I guess, damage to the building, but we haven't really even, other than whatever you set up as far as surgery stuff, we haven't really done anything yet.
Yeah, we just have Grizzle. He's the only thing that's worth the value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what is she gonna do with the dog? So, and we're only gonna be gone for a couple days, theoretically.
Theoretically.
Yeah, I think we should be fine.
Yeah, fuck it. What could go wrong?
Yeah.
A lot.
I'm just
Now-
fucking with you. I just like in Cyberpunk anytime, like we always joke with, like, especially on Rio, like, no, I think it'll be fine. Yeah.
It'd be good. Yeah, we're good.
Hey.
So yeah, I mean, I guess, we got to get the money and get this process started. So, as Coupler pointed out earlier, I guess road trip.
Yeah, is that your plan?
I would hope we can at least maybe look into trying to charter an AV or something. Renting.
Like we gotta get like some
mean,
professional people travel we gotta get some professionals, because if we all just disappear after Kid loses money, yeah, that doesn't sound like it's gonna end well.
Well, at some point, I also need to contact these people for the Inquisitor stuff, but, if it's a couple days, then, it's a couple days. Now, is there a way to, rent a, something like an AV or something?
Yeah, you can always rent a vehicle. Does anybody have?
Do we know how much it is? I don't know.
Can anybody fly?
That's the thing, is I don't think anybody.
Because that's
has,
the other thing. It can get really expensive if you're trying to not just rent an AV, but if you also need a pilot, and then it depends on what you're going to do, and it can start adding up. But everything's possible, And then to go back also, because you mentioned about Kid and needing to go and deal with that Inquisitor stuff too. You can also go and handle that. You have the address to that cafe. Like Kid said, go meet them as soon as you can. So it sounds like they're there today.
We can do that on the way,
So I would definitely say this: if your plan isn't to continue on with that plan from Kid and go meet those people at the cafe at one point today, you might want to at least let him know that, postpone that plan, or do whatever you're doing with that.
Yeah, what we can do is while I guess things are. Did we all want to just hit that up on the way out of town?
I guess so.
You could do that too.
Yeah. Well, let's call Lola and the sisters, see if they can keep
an eye on this place.
Keep her company. Yeah. Because at least have somebody here to watch her just in case, for better or worse.
Yeah, you can do that. You can give Lola.
We do have the local crackheads trying to get into this place still.
Yeah, we need someone to babysit our place.
Yeah, and I don't want to leave Bristol by himself.
Yeah, Lola answers. She's like, "Hey, what's up? What's going on?"
Hey, Lola. I was actually hoping you could do us a favor. We got a friend who's beat up, but we got to be leaving out of town in a few days. Go do a job. We were wondering if you or maybe some of the girls could keep her company here. She's got some people looking for her. We'd rather not have them not find her. They don't know our place, but also we just had some locals, former, I want to say, buyers that are trying to get into their place. Yeah, junkies.
Okay.
So we just thought she could keep some company.
Yeah.
I think you remember her, Janice from the New Year's party.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, she's cool. Somebody fucked her up?
Yeah, apparently she's got a history, a bad ex and all. I was thinking about calling Recall to come check on her too, just in case she relapses or anything. She got messed up pretty bad.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, Coupler. I'll talk to the girls. We'll send a couple girls over. Just send me the address to your new spot. If you don't mind, if I can send with the girls. We're kind of building up a stack of armor and gear and some shit that needs to get repaired. Maybe we could send that with the girls, and sometime over the next month or so you can fix that shit for us, that would be cool. Get it back to us whenever you can.
That sounds great. I definitely wouldn't mind doing that work for everything you guys have done for me.
Okay, great. Yeah, no.
It'd be good to get that off. It'd be good to keep my mind occupied, to say the least. So yeah, just send the girls over. I'll shoot her the address through the agent.
Yeah, she's like, all right, thanks. Yeah, let's do it. So she gets the address. And just to streamline, we'll say, within an hour or so, a couple of the girls show up down to hang out for a couple days or whatever. They got, like some gear bag of food and things to kind of crash out at the spot. You guys can introduce them to Alexis and Grizzle. And they're down to hang out, protect the spot for you for a couple days or whatever.
All right, we're on a road trip.
Well, the cafe first, and then.
That is part of the road trip.
Yeah.
Oh man, I gotta drive that entire way. 8 hours of my life again.
Yeah, Coupler gets after this a -2 to all walking from the butt cramps from driving the entire time, a day straight. But yeah, you guys can head out. The girl's gonna watch the spot. You guys head into Old Japantown, going to that address. It's pretty much a very, very small sushi cafe. And you guys pull up. It's so small. I mean, there's literally like I got to interrupt myself just because PWB saying roll for hemorrhoids. I think that's hilarious. It's a hemorrhoid check.
Critical injury right there.
Yeah. What's the cream for hemorrhoids?
Bengay.
No, not Bengay. It's
you're thinking of
what's that stuff?
Preparation H.
Preparation.
Yeah, preparation.
It's a Preparation H skill check for Coupler for applying. I'm just kidding. Hollow's got to apply it for him. She's the med tech.
I need a paramedic check. Hollow.
Med tech, you're gonna have to apply it directly to his anus. I apologize, but it's a medical procedure.
Roll this,
All right. So you guys are rolling into Old Japantown. You roll up. It's just a small. No rolling on that. It's a small little sushi cafe. There's literally like 4 little booths and a tiny little bar. There's an old lady working behind the counter. Looks like one person sitting in there. Other than that, there's nobody else in there.
So I'll just go in, and I mean kid, said it was a guy, right?
Yeah, it's a guy named Busho.
Busho. So I'll look at the one person by himself that's and walk up to him and be like, "Are you Busho or?"
Do you speak Japanese?
I don't.
Oh yeah, he starts speaking Japanese to you.
I have the Japanese on mine, remember?
I mean, if you want to come in.
Yeah, when he says that, Raven, you hear.
Yeah, like if I know like it's Japanese, I mean, I can probably tell.
Yeah, no, you can tell it's Japanese, but when
I'll message, or I'll, ask Raven, hey, can you come in and translate? Because
Oh, I thought they went in with you. Sorry.
I don't know if they did or not. Yeah,
no, I didn't. We moved. We all kind of just sat there.
Yeah.
Oh, so everyone stayed in the van, and on Rio just went in by himself.
Oh, I'm hanging outside having a smoke. These guys cause me a lot of stress.
Damn, Coupler took up smoking. You guys are bad.
Oh, damn.
You guys have stressed Coupler out to the point he picked up smoking. I hope you're happy. Hope you're all very happy with yourself.
Lungs now.
All right. Well, yeah, Raven, you go in.
Yeah, I'll ask Raven and be like, I don't speak Japanese, so.
Yeah, you go in.
Yeah, I go in.
So I just ask him if he's Busho.
Are you Busho? Do I have to roll anything for it?
No. He turns, and in Japanese he's like, no, I don't know who you're looking for. And when he says that, and that conversation goes down, and Raven translates, the girl behind the counter, the older lady, kind of like leans in, and she's just like, oh, Boshu, okay, yeah, and she points to the back door. There's like a back door in the back of this little cafe.
Can I do before we move back there, I'm going to do a little perception roll.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, I accidentally almost closed my thing out. Oh, there we go.
Not bad.
Not bad.
What was it? Sorry, I'm messing with
20.
the maps. Oh, that's great, yeah. No, just a small little sushi cafe. It looks like, there is a security camera in here that you see that is typically hidden, but with a roll like that, you see it. Aside from that, nothing out of the ordinary. And then there's just this little back door in the back of this tiny cafe. Yeah.
Right, points on Rio. Go on. You first.
Yeah. Well, let's go then. So yeah, I'll start, going wherever she pointed to.
Yeah, you open up the back room, and it's pretty much a tiny little room. Think of a poker room or something. It's filled with smoke. Bunch of Asian dudes hanging out. You see, all of them are pretty much wearing like colors of red and black and things associated with tiger claws, we'll say. And they're just kind of hanging out at a table, not playing cards at all. But it looks like they're having a conversation and smoking and eating sushi. And when you open up the door, pretty much all conversation stops, and they all pretty much turn and like look at you, wide eyes. And one of the guys kind of like stands up and is just looking at you, and he says in Japanese, Raven, you understand it. He just says, "Who are you? Why are you coming back here?"
We're friends of kids.
He said,
Rio has business.
yeah, he replies in Japanese, and he says, "Oh, okay, you have the info for sale?"
Yes.
And he gestures for you to come on in and sit down at the table.
So,
Again,
yeah,
on Rio.
I'll sit down.
Yeah, when you come in and sit down, one of the other guys gets up and closes the door, and comes back and sits down. And the guy pretty much leans in. He says, "I'm Boshu. I'm the one I think you're supposed to talk to." He starts speaking
In Japanese still?
No, he starts speaking in broken English.
Okay.
And then he says, "So tell me exactly what you have."
I mean, I don't know the exact nature of it, just because I don't know that much about the Inquisitors that we got it from, but it appears to be locations of their current, bases, whatever you want to call it, their current hideouts. I do know that they do move from time to time. So I'm assuming this data is relatively time limited. Hence the, urgency to get it to somebody who can use it beyond myself.
Well, if this is what you say it is, then we can pay you $5,000 for it. If it's not what you say it is, we'll hold you responsible and we'll find out. If you want to pursue it,
locations of places with the Inquisitors. Beyond that, I guarantee nothing.
well, there's a bounty on the leader's head.
I do know that.
If you want to pursue that and bring us that, it's a guarantee to a much larger bounty. Otherwise, we can take that info. I'll give you $5,000 for it right now, and we'll see what we can do, because I'll tell you this much. I'm sure it's no mystery everyone hates the Inquisitors. They're the enemy of almost every organization in the city, being that they're so anti-cyberware it affects their relationships with everyone. And for us, Old Japantown is everything. We're re-establishing this part of town and this district to be what it was in its former glory, and we don't need any people like the Inquisitors coming in our town and trying to do any business here or fuck it up or control anything. And as you know,
a thorn.
No, exactly, and they seem to roll around to different districts doing this. If this leads to something where we can kind of nip that in the bud, then, like I said, this is worth it. So let's do.
Now, Rob, real quick, remind me. Do I know for certain that this is the locations of the Inquisitors, or is that just what it appears to be?
I mean, you got this info off of the van that the Inquisitors were using, your current one. And
it was like locations.
Oh yeah, no, it was their rolling coordinates to their rolling headquarters.
Okay.
And at different district ones, but it's their rolling headquarters that seems to change. I think it was like every month. I'd have to double check that old video, but regardless, I think you're right in the fact.
Like that.
Yeah, and I think you're right in the fact that you told him, hey, it's time sensitive, and he seems aware. Everyone knows kind of how the Inquisitors work, But like he said, if this is legit as you say it is, he's like, then we're good, and I appreciate this, and $5,000 is good. But if we pursue this, and it's not what you say it is, because obviously there's no way we can find out until we pursue this, you'll be held responsible, and I'm sure you know as well as we do, we can find you.
Sure. Yeah, I don't have the time to do the, or the stomach to go after the bounty myself. I figure that's something I can leave in your hand. 5K, that is quite fine.
Yeah, perfect. He snaps his fingers. One of the other guys off to the side starts like counting out, puts down a stack of eddies right in front of you.
And I'll hand, grab the eddies, hand him the chip that's got the info on it.
Yeah. No, he takes it and he looks at the other guys and he says in Japanese, Raven, you understand it. Rio doesn't, but he says in Japanese to the other guys, he's like, this is good. He's like, no one fucking moves into our Japantown. We're going to handle this.
I whisper it back over to Rio. I'm like, we need to get out of here.
I'll basically just say, like, if there's nothing else, I believe that concludes what I need to do deal with you.
Perfect. I appreciate it. And tell Kid anytime.
I will let him know, and then I'll get up and walk out, quickly, but not like crazily running, just like, I'm done with this place. Plus, we have other things we need to go do.
Yeah. And I'll just casually lean over to Rio and go, put that money aside. Do not spend it until we know those fucking pages are legit.
Oh, I get that.
Like, just keep that 5K in an envelope.
All right, cool. And we'll end the session right there. So we don't have to dive into more traveling and getting to the next section.
It's also getting kind of late even for me. So.
Yeah, I know. You know the plans are kind of moving forward there, so I wanted to at least get it to the point where you could try to sell that info, at least try to meet the tiger clause, and make that happen for Kid, and at least get that done. And then we'll say, that went successful. You step out. Coupler finished his smoke. He still looks stressed out dealing with y'all as partners, but he'll tolerate it. And you guys get in the van and can kind of continue your day, do what you want to do if you're heading off towards those coordinates or whatever the plan is. But that's where we're at. And we'll start there exactly, next Wednesday. We see in chat, I just don't want to miss anything. PWB, she whispers, something smells fishy. In my best Jack Benny voice, I say, Rob, what's this about? Free scream sheets on the Cyberpunk. Oh, yeah. No, thanks for the reminder. No, definitely. I want to give that a plug on each of the streams and videos. We are starting up the Scream Sheets on the Cyberpunk Uncensored Discord. So any GMs and players with creative ideas, little short blurbs about news stories, that would be great for a Scream Sheet, a fake ad, maybe a little lead into a plot that you have going on. That'd be great. We'd love to have it. We're trying to create these Scream Sheets to kick out to the community so GMs can use them for upcoming sessions, campaigns, or whatever they need. Aside from that, just in general, everybody, check out Cyberpunk Uncensored on both YouTube and Twitch, the Discord, the group on Facebook, all that stuff, everywhere on social media. I'd love for you to subscribe, share, like, and just, show some support. We put a lot of effort and work and hype into Cyberpunk Uncensored. I'm creating new content almost daily. I'm posting it around. We're just trying to contribute cool shit to the community, as well as all the assets we have on cyberpunkuncensored.com. You can see all the fillable sheets and stuff. Anyways, we just love your support, so try to give us that. Before I kill the transmission, let's let everybody have their final words. Any last words from Raven before I kill the transmission?
Raven's just sitting back waiting for the next adventure. And thank you everybody for all their comments on my different looks. Appreciate it. I've been trying to go back and read them. I tend to not listen to myself, so it's hard for me to go watch the videos. But but thank you for all the comments and participating with, the live.
Yeah, no, it was definitely cool. People were, and just to fill you guys in, I don't know if you know, but in some of the comments in recent streams and stuff, people have been noticing Raven changing up her wigs and look and stuff. Just like people have been commenting about Hollow doing the introductions, and people really like not just you guys as players in the game, but also going above and beyond with outfits and, whether it's wigs or cool headsets or fucking just having fun with animated recaps from previous sessions like Hollow did and whatever. People are enjoying all of us just having fun and doing what we do. And I think that's the point there. Like Raven said, we really appreciate you guys commenting and being part of it, not just watching from a distance, but actually like getting involved and shit. Like I love when people comment during the session, creative ideas and things. I love pulling little tidbits from that. It's a lot of fun. But on Rio, any last words for you?
No, looking forward to this road trip. See how this goes. Leaving the big bad city for the big bad outside.
Oh yeah. And Coupler?
I don't want to drive that far again. I'm too old for this.
I love how Coupler's still
It's
in
like
character.
the hemorrhoids. Oh God.
Yeah. And Hollow?
But no, I'm just glad everyone's been here.
Hollow, any last words?
I had a lot of fun this session. Like, there was a lot of role playing. Sorry if I was a little spacey. I was like, did not know what to do at all. And
You did great.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
awesome.
And we're getting you a box of tissues.
yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
And I really liked the one star. I got murdered.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the
that was a great
one
comment.
star review because I got murdered. That's great for a motel. No, I agree. I agree with you 100%, Hollow. I think this episode was a lot of fun role play. A little bit of combat there that we got into at the beginning, which was cool. You all destroyed that man before he could do shit. That was amazing. But yeah, I think the role playing on this, trying to figure all that out. You know, to be honest, I threw this arc in there, and I had my tangent ideas, and I still have my tangent ideas and different options and things, and it's very real world life in the sense of these options and stuff. And in that sense, you know, it's an open world. You have full agency, and it can be a little bit confusing at times because of that, because you can do literally anything you want, you know? And it can be kind of, I don't know, nerve-wracking trying to figure out the right thing to do because you never know. But I think the way you handled it was fucking awesome. I think the role-playing that you did, the conversations you had, the questions you asked, and then the backing roles that you had worked into play. But yeah, 100%, the role-play was on point. It even got a little bit of emotional there with Alexis, Janice becoming Alexis and going into that whole conversation with Hollow. I thought that was a lot of fun. It was, it was cool to dive into the role playing that deep, and we'll definitely get you some tissues in case we dive that deep next time.
Yep.
Oh yeah. So yeah,
Alrighty.
we'll do this again next week. Again, everybody tuning in, really appreciate that. And yeah, this was fun. Thanks, players and Rob from PWB. Everybody else, thanks for the good session. Steve, Sirenscape, another fun session. Thanks, y'all. No, I really appreciate it. Definitely. Thanks so much. And oh yeah, the other thing I want to mention, this Saturday is the GM Roundtable. I do that on the second Saturday of every month. This Saturday, it's all about sticky situations. I don't want to say problem players, but session 0 and typical social issues and things that can happen within gameplay and how to balance things and avoid problems. And Cyberpunk can touch on some touchy subject matter that can hit kind of close to home with some people, and there's balance and, I don't know, just tactful ways to kind of pull off games and walk that fine line, I guess. But that's what this episode is going to be about. I've got Phil Harker Smith from Roll the Cast with me. I've got a Rocket Adrift with me, and I want to say, Simon Wandering DM is joining me again. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. But that's this Saturday. I'm trying to remember, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time right here, yeah. But if you're on the Cyberpunk Uncensored Discord, you can look at the calendar channel and see all the upcoming streams. Don't miss anything. But that's about it. Thanks so much, guys. Take care.
See you next week.
Hi, everyone.
Bye.